Two of the top teams in the 6A First District this year butting heads here tonight in just the third week of the 2007 season. Hi again, everybody. Jeff Waters along with Sam Rickman, who's filling in for Larry Krause tonight, Chris Freeland, and Jeremy Rose. Tyler Willett to kick it away. Check that. It's going to be Isaac Sims. They use a pair of kickers. Isaac Sims, a right-footed kicker, will kick it right to left. As Graves County will kick it away to the Marshals, it'll be taken by Alan Williams at the 9-yard line. Williams heads up the left side and crosses the 20, across the 30, breaks into the open field, across the 40, across midfield. Needs a block, gets it at the 40. He's across the 30, at the 20, at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Marshall County. No flags. Alan Williams on a 91-yard kickoff return, and the Marshals strike first.
That's the way you start a game, Jeff. The Marshals came off a great game last week from Allen on the ground with 326 yards, a new school record, and returns the opening kickoff for a touchdown, really firing this big crowd up.
91 yards officially as Alan Williams draws first blood for the Marshals. Marshals will attempt the extra point. Austin York will be the holder. Ian Bradley, the senior kicker, had the field goal and was perfect on PATs last week in the win over Hopkinsville. Well, try to make it 7-0 Marshall County. Taylor Sanders, the long snapper for the Marshals, crouches over the ball. He's ready. Here's the snap, handled by York. Here's the kick from Bradley, and it's good. And the Marshals on the kickoff return from Alan Williams that covers 91 yards take a 7-0 lead as we get it underway here in Draftonville. Back after this on WCBL Sports. Bradley will kick it left to right. Gets a good foot into it. It will not make the end zone. It'll be taken back at the 2-yard line. Taken by McManus. McManus heads up the middle. McManus has room across the 30. McManus cuts back in at the 40 and is dropped right there at the 42, but a heck of a good return for Graves County to get things started. Scott Williams on the stop for the Marshals. But Graves County will have it out near the 43-yard line. Their own 43 to start their opening possession of the night. Graves County offensively, Eli Collins, the quarterback. They start 11 seniors on offense, 6'1", 190 pounds. This very good backfield, Jordan McManus, Justin Towery, and Devin Troll. The lineman, Jonathan Harms, the center, 6'5", 315. Brandon Sanford, the right guard, 6'4", 260. We'll check the rest of the offensive starters for Graves County after this first snap and check the Marshals defense. Collins goes up under center. Two receivers to the left side, and we get a flag coming in from the secondary. And we will check the call. Marshall County pointing at Graves County like it's against them. Maybe a procedure penalty against the Eagles, and it is. So it'll be 1st and 15 for Graves County. That'll back them up to their own 38-yard line. The rest of the starters for Graves County, the tackles, Ross Keith and Grant Walker. The other guard is Jamie Kendall. The tight end, Levi West. The split end is Ryan Williams. Eli Collins, the quarterback, into the Graves County huddle. The Eagles break the huddle, working right to left from our vantage point, high atop Traylor Stadium. A near-capacity crowd on hand here tonight on both sides. Marshals will cheat 6 men up on the line of scrimmage defensively. Graves County will send a man in motion from the right side. Collins with a long snap count. Handoff straight up the middle. McManus, big hole to the right side, and Graves County may answer here. McManus inside the 20, touchdown, Graves County. On a run that covers 62 yards, Sam.
Well, the coaching staff's been talking all week long about the deception of the wing tee and the difficulties it poses for a defense. And we saw it right there, right off the bat, that Marshall County just didn't do a good job of reading that at all.
68-yard run. In fact, there was nobody. The nearest player was Austin York, who had to come all the way over from the far side, from his quarterback position on the far side. So Marshall's fooled defensively, and Graves County a PAT away from tying this game. Tyler Willett will attempt this extra point for the Eagles and try to tie this game up. We still haven't played a minute. Long snap count here on this extra point try. The kick is up. Looks good from up here. It is good. We're tied at 7. 11:36 to play first quarter. We played just 24 seconds, 14 points between these two teams already on the board. Back after this on WCBL Sports. Sims will kick it right to left. 7-7. Not a half a minute into this one yet. Squib kick through the middle of the field. They're going to keep it away. Now, C picks it up, pitches it back to Williams. Williams has trouble with it. Ball is loose. And I think Williams may have picked it up. He did. Perhaps a dangerous play there. I don't know if Allen was expecting that or not. He does get back on the football at around the 20-yard line. Jeremy?
Well, one thing I want to talk about there was I talked with Stephen Margie just a second ago. I said, how is the field doing tonight? And he said, it's a win out there. There's no doubt about it. So I hope that that's not a situation where we're getting into where the ball may get a little bit loose tonight, maybe a little slippery after that, though, the condensation here that's on the top of the field.
Marshals go 5 wide on their opening play from scrimmage. Williams will come in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Bargy sets back deep. Bargy throwing over the middle. The pass is deflected and off the shoulder pad of Brandon Walker, who was slanting over the middle near midfield. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Marshals from just inside their own 21-yard line. We're tied at 7. 11:23 to play first quarter. Bargy, the quarterback for the Marshals. Walker and Williams are the setbacks. The receivers, Austin York, Scott Williams, Logan Holland, Sipes, Northcutt, Faulkner, Meyer, and English across that offensive line for the Marshals. Bargy with setbacks to each side. Graves County showing pressure. Bargy sees it, throws over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Too tall for Logan Holland, who had come out of the right slot and had come across the field at the 30-yard line. Bargy left it a little too high, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Marshals. Checking the Graves County defense, Jonathan Harms, the big center on offense, turns around and plays nose guard on defense. Brandon Sanford also plays tackle on defense. They're out there along the front with Devin Troll and Sam Beck. The linebackers, Colby Riley, Cassidy McAlpin, and Jordan McManus. Williams comes in motion out of the left slot for the Marshals. 3rd and 10. We're tied at 7, trying to set up the screen over the middle. They do to Williams. Williams hit as he catches the ball at about the 23, able to get out to the 25. That's about it. That'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation. Tyler DiBernardi from his cornerback position makes the stop on Williams, and the Marshals will have to kick it away, Sam. Our starting lineups, by the way, brought to you by MediaCom. Don't forget, you can follow the Marshals on tape-delayed telecast of all games this season, airing at 7 o'clock, Monday through Friday evenings on MediaCom Channel 8. Brandon Walker with the first punt of the night coming up. Clock moving. 10:45 to play, opening quarter, tied at 7. The snap is high. Walker is able to get a nice kick away. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Kick taken by Towery with his back turned at the 30, turns and heads up the right side and gets out to about the 34. We'll have to check the flag, which is thrown near the line of scrimmage. On the stop for Marshall County was Scott Williams.
Give credit where credit's due there.
I beg your pardon.
That was a nice job by Towery to field that kick, because that's not an easy play when you have to catch it over your shoulder like that.
Awaiting the official's call. Again, the flag came down right as the ball was snapped. An illegal procedure against Marshall County. So that negates a very good punt from Brandon Walker. Back down to Jeremy we go.
Talk about Scott Williams, AC sprain injuries, both to Scott Williams here tonight, as well as Josh Manning, who is back in the Marshall County lineup tonight, even though he had to miss last week with that AC sprain. He is back and playing tonight. Scott is out there as well, both in a little bit of pain here this evening. Injury report brought to you by Biokinetics.
10:27 to play, first quarter. The Marshals and Graves County tied at 7. They'll wind the clock, get it started here as the Marshals will kick it again. Brandon Walker got away a nice kick there, but it was negated by the procedure penalty. He'll receive the ball just inside the Marshall County 10-yard line here. Good snap. Gets away. Not quite as good of a kick, but not bad at all. And it'll be taken by Towery on the run at the 40-yard line. Towery heads down the right side, met by Denver C. near midfield. Denver drops him at about the 48-yard line. So Graves County will have good field position on this, their second possession of the evening. The Marshals drew first blood on the 91-yard kickoff return by Alan Williams to open the game. Bradley added the extra point. Graves County answered on their first play from scrimmage with a 68-yard touchdown run from Jordan McManus. Graves County will start from their own 47-yard line here. The game tied at 7. Eli Collins into the Graves County huddle after conferring along the sideline with some of the Graves County coaches. They will send Levi West out wide right. Towery a wing back to the left side and a pair of setbacks. Collins goes up under center. Collins with the handoff. Sweeping to the left side is Troll, and Troll will be dropped, maybe for a loss. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. Austin York on the stop for Marshall County. Good pursuit there by Austin.
Coach Shelton is telling us on the pregame show that Graves County, even though they are a wing T team, will use a lot of formations that a typical I team or a power running team will use, and that was really nothing that you would see in an option game right there, just a simple run to the outside for Graves County.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles. The ball is at their 47-yard line. Graves County working right to left offensively here in this first quarter of action. Marshalls will put 6 men across the defensive line as Collins goes up under center. Wingbacks each way in a single setback. Collins looks to throw out to the right side. The pass is complete to Ryan Williams. Has first down yardage in Marshall County territory. Wrestled out of bounds at the Marshall County 41-yard line by Scott Williams. So a first down for Graves County.
Graves County does have a rather effective passing game, too, to go along with that great ground attack. It really puts pressure on the linebackers for Marshall County because they not only have to read the blocks up front and look for the running game, they also have to cover with pass coverage, too.
Oh, just inside the 41-yard line of Marshall County. That's where Graves County will snap it here with a fresh set of downs, and the game tied at 7. 9:15 and the clock moving here in the first quarter. Jonathan Harms, the 6'5", 315-pound center, leads Graves County up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left side. That's the open side. Marshall County comes across the line. There's some contact there. We'll see if Graves County drew them or if the Marshalls just simply jumped. The officials conferring around the football.
You mentioned Harms, 6'5", 315, and each side of him, the 2 guards, Brandon Sanford, 6'4", 255, and Jamie Kendall, 6'2", 190, and Coach Shelton saying those 3 middle offensive linemen the best he's seen in a while.
5-yard penalty against Graves County for illegal procedure will make it 1st and 15. Backs them up just outside their own 45-yard, or the Marshall County 45. Marshalls put 6 men up on that defensive line again. Wingbacks each way. Now a man in motion. And the handoff comes to Troll. Troll trying to turn it up on the left side. Takes it out inside the 40 and down to the 37-yard line before he's knocked down by Josh Knight. We got the penalty yardage back and a few more. Bring up 2nd down for Graves County. 2nd down and about 7 here for the Eagles. Working inside the Marshall County 40-yard line. Tied at 7 inside of 9 minutes to play first quarter. Marshall County across that defensive front. Clinton Phillips, who played so well last week. You also have Faulkner, Denver C., Micah Northcutt across that defensive front for the Marshalls. Collins will send Towery in motion from the left wing back position. Play action. They're getting pressure on Collins. He's going to be forced to run, trying to tuck it. Now he's going to throw it away. Looks like throws it out of bounds. Good pursuit by the Marshalls, and we're going to get a flag. Flag comes in late. And it looked like it may have been an extra push or a shove. Roughing. Intentional grounding. There was a receiver along the sideline. Mike Rogers is out to protest, and I'm not so sure he doesn't have a gripe there, Sam. There was a receiver along the sideline there. He did throw it well out of bounds, but from up here, it looked like a pretty good play.
And plus, that's the most difficult pass for a right-hand quarterback to make, that where he's rolling to his right like that and on the run. And that's one thing Coach Shelton told us, that he wanted to try to force a quarterback to throw on the run. He said if he has time to set up in the pocket, he can be a very dangerous passer, but if we can make him throw on the run, we think we have a pretty good chance.
That'll back Graves County up to the Marshall County 42-yard line, and they'll replay 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down and 12, or rather a loss of down, 3rd down and 12 here for the Eagles. Coach Rogers from Graves County pleading his case. The penalty will stand, obviously, and Graves County looking at 3rd and long at the Marshall County 42-yard line. We're tied at 7, 8.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Graves County work from the left hash. A pair of setbacks, wingbacks each way, and a tight end to the right side. Collins fakes the inside handoff. Instead, gives it to the 2nd man through, which is Towery. Towery heads up the middle, takes it inside the Marshall County 40 and down to the 35, and another late flag comes in as Brandon Walker makes the stop for the Marshalls, but we will check this flag.
And we saw the option there of the wing tee. I think it was his 3rd option there in the backfield before he finally handed it away, and that makes it so difficult for the defensive linemen from Marshall County and for those linebackers to read the play and figure out who has the ball.
We have an offsetting personal foul penalty here. There's no love lost between these two programs.
In any sport.
Great rivals, in any sport. Just a great rivalry. It'll bring up 4th down for Graves County. I would suspect the Eagles are in 4-down territory. I've seen no sign of a kicking team. However, Collins is also their punter, so you never know. But at the Marshall County 35-yard line on 4th down and a long 5, looks like the Eagles are going to go for it. We're tied at 7. Graves County working inside the Marshall County 40-yard line. First quarter of action. Marshall County defense bunching up along that line. Marshalls will put 8 men in the tackle box. Make it 9. Collins parking the signals, maybe trying to draw Marshall County offsides. Now he's going to send Towery in motion off the left wing. Still barking. Now he's going to raise up and call a timeout. Marshall County defense showing some discipline there as Graves County trying to draw them offsides. Now the Eagles will burn a timeout. 8:03 to play in the first quarter. The Marshalls and Graves County tied at 7. Back after this on WCBL Sports.
Hi, this is Monty Collins, Vice President of First Kentucky Bank. You know, there are a lot of things that I love in life. None are more important to me than my wife Denise and my daughters Sophie and Jillian. Denise and I made the decision long ago to raise our family right here in Marshall County, and the reason was simple. We love our hometown. First Kentucky Bank has made the same commitment to the people of the Lakes region. We want to help you realize your financial goals right here at home. Solid, secure, dependable, First Kentucky Bank, a name you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jeff Waters along with Sam Rickman, Chris Freeland, Jeremy Rose welcoming you back to Traylor Stadium. Marshalls and Graves County tied at 7. Collins setting up to punt now. Graves County needs to get one more player onto the field. Marshalls have put nobody back to receive this kick. Collins will get it at about the Marshall County 47-yard line. Good snap. Collins may just try to pooch it and angle it toward the sideline. That's what he does. It does take a bounce into the end zone, and the Marshalls will be able to bring it out to the 20-yard line. Was angling it toward that far sideline and was hoping he might get a bounce out of bounds inside the 10 or maybe even the 5, but it takes a Marshall County bounce on into the end zone, and the Marshalls will be able to bring it out to the 20-yard line. Tied at 7, inside of 8 minutes to play, first quarter. Mentioned how big of a night this is in the 6A First District. In addition to this game, Madisonville's at Apollo tonight, and Davis County's at Henderson County. District openers for all 6 teams in the 6A First District. Bargy will have setbacks to each side. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Graves County shows a 4-man front. Here comes pressure off the corner. Hand off to Williams. Williams spins at the line of scrimmage across the 25, fighting for extra yardage. Out near the 30-yard line. It'll be close to a first down. Coming up to make the stop for Graves County, Justin Towery.
He must have broken 5 or 6 tackles on that play, Jeff. I mean, he is deceptively strong. He's a little guy, but he's a lot stronger than people give him credit.
Put the ball down right at the 30-yard line, which I'll be right there for a first down, but they haven't moved the sticks. Now the official will come in and say, yep, that is a first down. A Community Financial Services Bank first down for the Marshalls, their first of the night. Well, the nose of the football was well past the 30-yard line, and since the Marshalls started on their own 20, that would mean that they obviously had covered 10 yards on that run by Alan Williams. 326 yards last week and a new school record for single-game rushing yards for Alan Williams. Williams will come in motion out of the left slot. Now he'll line up to Bargy's left in the shotgun. Sipes with a good snap. Bargy handles it, gives it to Williams up the middle. Big hole up the middle, across the 40, and out to the 45. Another CFSB first down. Dylan Pirtle coming up to make the stop for Graves County. But a CFSB first down for the Marshalls. Their second on this possession. 7:25 to play in the first quarter. We are tied at 7.
First possession, the Marshalls showing pass, at least trying to establish the passing game and make the Graves County defense at least be honest. But on this drive, the Marshalls going with a ground game.
Graves County shows a 4-man rush. They have been bringing pressure off the corners from their linebackers, maybe doing it again. Here it comes. Hand off to Williams again. Williams heads up the middle, and Williams has dropped at about the 47-yard line. A pickup of a couple for Allen on that inside handoff. Marshalls working near midfield. Brandon Sanford on the stop for Graves County. Second down and 7 coming up here for the Marshalls, maybe 8. Put the ball down near the 47-yard line. Marshalls just inside their own territories. We go under 7 minutes to play first quarter and tied at 7. Graves County trying to get set along that defensive line. 4 down linemen for the Eagles. Marshalls have receivers each way. Bargy fakes the handoff to Williams, instead throws over the middle. The pass is complete to Austin York, who made a diving catch down at the Graves County 42-yard line, and a CFSB first down for the Marshalls. York had to kind of come back on that pass, and sliding down made the catch. A nice play.
It really was. He was kind of sliding towards the middle of the field. He caught the ball, and just a great job of concentration and watching it all the way into his breadbasket.
Marshalls quickly get back up to the line of scrimmage. Bargy in the shotgun. Williams set to his left. Walker to his right. two receivers right. That's the short side. One receiver to the left. Now York comes in motion from the right side. Hand off to Walker, running left. Walker looking for some room, gets to the corner. Brandon Walker breaks it into the open field. Walker at the 20, at the 15, inside the 10, and pushed out of bounds there. Just inside the 10-yard line, it'll be first and goal for the Marshalls. Towery pushes him out of bounds.
Kind of caught in the shadows last week's 326-yard game by Alan Williams, but Walker was really a good compliment in that game last week for Marshall County.
33-yard run there, and a CFSB first down for the Marshalls. Just inside the 10-yard line, should be first and goal, and it is. The Marshalls will send three receivers to the left side, two to the right, as Bargy stands alone in the shotgun. Now Williams comes and lines up to his left. Hand off to Allen up the middle. Allen breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, trying to plow to the right side, and Allen takes it down to about the 7-yard line. Pick up a 3. Sanford on the stop for Graves County. Marshalls 1-1 coming into this game. Graves County 2-0 with a 7-point win over Fort Campbell and a 3-point win over Paducah Tillman last week. Marshalls threatening to take the lead back. Marshalls took the early lead on the 91-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Alan Williams. Graves County answered, though, on their first play from scrimmage with a 68-yard touchdown run from Jordan McManus. We're tied at 7. Marshalls second and goal from the Graves County 7. Graves County puts 9 men in the tackle box. Williams comes in motion. Williams sprints left, throws it to the left side. It's complete to Alan Williams down inside the 5 and taken out of bounds at the 3-yard line where it'll be third and goal. Justin Towery on another tackle for Graves County. Third and goal for the Marshalls. They may back it up and put it down at the 4-yard line, Sam.
Even though it was horrible weather conditions last year over in Mayfield when these two schools were squared off, Allen still had a real good game for Marshall County in that one. 38 carries for 220 yards and 3 touchdowns last year.
Marshalls checking their wristbands, which contains the offensive sets and plays. Bargy will have setbacks to each side. Third and goal for the Marshalls from just inside the 5-yard line. The Marshalls trying to take the lead back. Hand off to Walker. Walker plowing right side and rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Brandon Walker. The Marshalls have the lead back.
Little
Down is a
counterplay.
5-yard run for Brandon Walker.
Little counterplay coming off the left side to Brandon Walker. He did a nice job in keeping those legs turning and getting across the goal line.
It was at the 5:07 mark of the first quarter. Bradley will come on to attempt the extra point. Brandon Walker with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Marshalls lead at 13-7. York, the holder, is ready. Snap is good from Sanders. Here's the kick, and a booming kick that splits the uprights from Ian Bradley. The Marshalls have the lead back 14-7. 5:07 to play first quarter. Back after this on WCBL Sports. Joint effort between us and those two groups of people. As here's the kickoff from Bradley. It'll be taken on the bounce at the 10-yard line, heading up the middle for Graves County. Looked like it was McManus, and McManus will bring it out to about the 26 or 27-yard line before he's dropped. And on the tackle for Marshall County is Logan Holland. Marshalls have the lead back, Sam.
Very impressive drive by Marshall County, starting on their own 20 and just marching the ball down the field.
A couple of big pass plays on that drive, and they had the long run by Williams, or the long run by Walker, and then the touchdown run by Brandon. Graves County will start from their own 27-yard line. Eli Collins will go up under center. Marshall County with 5 men on that defensive front. Man in motion for Graves County. Hand off to the right side. And it looked like it was McManus heading right. And McManus is able to pick up a couple of yards out to about the 29 before he's taken down by Brett Smothers. Second down and 8 here for Graves County. I'll apologize in advance. Graves is wearing those white uniforms, and the numbers are hard enough to see as it is. And as their uniforms get dirtier and dirtier on this wet track, it'll be even tougher to see the numbers. Ryan Williams comes out wide left for Graves County, wingbacks each way, and the fullback of McManus. Marshall County will stack 8 men in the tackle box. Collins looking to throw, does so out to Williams on the left side. Williams gets away from the tackler at the 40. Williams down the sideline. Williams with 1 to beat. At the 30, at the 20, he will be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Graves County will have it first and goal down at the 9. Finally pushed out of bounds by Scott Williams.
That time, Eli Collins had time to drop back in the pocket and set up. It was just a short drop and a quick pass out into the flats, but he had time to go back there and set his feet. That's what Scott Shelton told us on the pregame show that they wanted to try to force him out of the pocket and make him throw on the run. That time he had time to set up and throw, and a nice play for Graves County.
Covered 62 yards and a first down for the Eagles. First and goal as they threaten to tie it back up. Hard to believe we still have 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play in this first quarter. 14-7 Marshall County. Graves County threatening inside the Marshall County 10. Collins with McManus lined up behind him as a fullback. Hand off to the right side, and not much there as the wingback came over to take the handoff, and the stop for Marshall County made by Micah Northcutt. But Dylan Pirtle was the ball carrier, looked like from up here for Graves County. He takes it down to the line of scrimmage is about all he got. May, in fact, have lost a half a yard, Sam.
Yeah, Marshall did a nice job in cutting that one down as it came off the left side as he was set up as a wing on the left side. And the Marshall left side of their defensive line did a great job.
Levi West goes wide right, Williams wide left. Collins looks to throw to the left side. The pass is incomplete. It was intended for Justin Towery. Collins led him just a little too much out in the flat. Austin York had pretty good coverage there for the Marshalls, but pass a little wide of Towery, and it'll bring up third and goal for Graves County from the 10-yard line. 14-7, Marshall County with the lead, 3:26 to play first quarter.
Be interesting to see if Graves County goes with a pass play, if Marshall County's defensive line can get some pressure in the backfield and force Collins out of the pocket.
Graves will send a receiver to the left side. That is Williams, who had the long catch a moment ago, or the long catch and run. They try to run a counter back up the middle. Breaking a tackle was Troll. Troll will be stopped at about the 4-yard line. They may back it up to the 5. Brandon Walker coming up to make the stop, but Graves County went through a couple of fakes there before coming back up the middle with Troll. It'll bring up fourth and goal for Graves County. Bowers and Faulkner check back in for the Marshalls defensively. Marshalls are going to have to get somebody off of the field. Madding will trot over to the Marshall County sideline. Now the Marshalls are going to have to take a timeout. They may have one too many on the field. Marshalls desperately signaling, Coach Shelton desperately signaling for a timeout. Now he's going to get it. Graves County going for it on fourth and goal. Marshall County leading 14-7 inside of 3 minutes to play first quarter. I think the Marshalls, Jeremy, I believe, had one too many on the field, forcing that timeout, didn't they?
Yeah, and I think what happened there, they were trying to make a couple of substitutions there as they went goal line, and they went goal line right after the run was made. So I guess maybe some of the people didn't exactly understand exactly what they were trying to play there, but I'll let you call this play. But I think everything's back under control, guys.
Collins goes up under center, fullback behind him. Collins takes a straight drop, a deep drop, throws it to the right side. The pass is incomplete. Towery dropped it. Towery was wide open coming across in the end zone. He just dropped it. Maybe a little slick, but it hit him right on the number 8 on his jersey. He just couldn't hold on to it. And the Marshalls will take over on downs from inside their own 5-yard line, Sam.
And it would have been a Graves County touchdown, too. And Towery slapped the ground as soon as he dropped that pass. He knew it was his bad.
Marshalls will take over with 95-plus yards to cover to pay dirt. Marshalls lead at 14-7, 91-yard kickoff return from Alan Williams and a touchdown run from Brandon Walker for the Marshalls, a 68-yard run from Jordan McManus for Graves County. That's our scoring so far tonight. Bargy will take it from the gun with Williams set to his right, twin receivers each way. Quick pass out to Holland on the right side, trying to set up the screen. Holland cuts it up and goes across the line of scrimmage and out to about the 8-yard line. Short pickup on the screen play. Tackle made for Graves County by Chase Prince.
If Holland could have got one more block there, Jeff, I think he could have gotten a substantial yardage down the sidelines there, but he just couldn't get that one block that he needed.
Second down and 6. It was a pickup of about 4 for the Marshalls. Bargy standing by himself in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Now Williams will back up and come set up to Bargy's left in the backfield. 2 receivers right. Fake it to Williams. Instead, pass it out on the right side to Brandon Walker. Walker is out across the 15-yard line and has the CFSB first down. Knocked down from the backside at the 17 by Justin Towery, but a CFSB first down for the Marshalls.
Coach Shelton telling you last week, Jeff, on the coaches show that the passing game really hadn't clicked the way he wanted to in the first 2 games. And he said he knew they had to get that passing game going as the season went along. So you see the Marshall County Marshalls passing the ball a lot more here in the first quarter tonight.
Setbacks to each side of Bargy in the shotgun. Graves County with 3 down linemen, perhaps showing pressure. Bargy Works it to the left side. Wants to throw. Does so. The pass is complete to Logan Holland down the sideline. Holland near midfield and still on his feet. And finally taken out of bounds right at the midfield stripe by Justin Towery. But a CFSB first down for the Marshals. The Marshals almost faked an option play to the left side. Bargy kind of raised up and just dumped it over the top there to Logan Holland, Sam.
And this early passing game is going to do so much for opening up the ground game for Marshall County as this game goes along, because Graves County will have no choice but to play the Marshals honest defensively.
Hand off to Williams, headed up the middle. Williams takes it into Graves County territory down to the 45. That's a pickup of 6 because the line of scrimmage was to 49, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. Jordan McManus comes up to make the stop for Graves County. The Marshals started from inside their own 5 after Graves County went for it on 4th down and were unsuccessful. Marshals lead at 14-7. Graves having trouble getting their defense set as the Marshals are really getting the plays called and up to the line quickly as Brandon Walker works to the left side, has the first down yardage down to the Graves County 40, but a flag comes in at about the 42-yard line.
What a tough run by Brandon Walker. He was hit a couple of times there right at the line of scrimmage and even in the backfield. Broke a couple of tackles and got off to the left edge there and got a substantial yardage for Marshall County.
Holding the call against Marshall County, so that'll negate the first down run for Brandon Walker. And it'll push the Marshals back inside their own territory where they'll put it down at the 48-yard line. The Marshals looking at 2nd down and almost 11. They're just inside the 49-yard line. Their own 49 with 1 minute to play and the clock moving here in the first quarter. Marshals lead at 14-7. Graves County may be showing pressure off the corners. Here they come. Bargy sets deep, back at the 40. Bargy looking, now passes it out on the right side. He led Walker too much. And the pass is incomplete. Brandon stretched out and tried to get it. If nothing else, I think he was able to keep DeBernardi from perhaps having a chance for the interception there, Sam, as the quarterback for Graves County there on the left side. DeBernardi was coming up and looked like he might have had a chance for the interception there.
Yeah, I think even if the pass been caught, I think DeBernardi would have dropped him right in his tracks.
Marshals quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Sipes is ready to snap it. Williams comes in motion out of the slot on the far side. Bargy takes a good snap. Pressure coming, trying to set up the screen. They throw it over the middle. It is complete to Austin York. Running room in front of him. Across the 50 into Graves County territory and down to the Eagle 38-yard line. Where he's taken down by Dylan Pirtle. That'll be a CFSB first down on 3rd and long for the Marshals.
A little wide receiver screen that time by Marshall County, and a good job by York and picking up the yardage as he got back to the middle of the field.
Josh Madding has checked in at one of the wideouts for the Marshals. He's wide left. Quickly, the Marshals up to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to Walker, running left. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet, and is going to end up picking up about 3 or 4 yards to the left side. Down to the 35 is where he gets to. Kobe Riley on the stop, but Brandon did a heck of a job just to come up with positive yardage there. It looked like he might be dropped near the line of scrimmage.
He also had a good game last year over at War Memorial Stadium with 12 carries for 77 yards, but the weather was so bad it just pretty much took away the passing game for Marshall County last year over there.
2nd down and 7 for the Marshals. The ball is at the Graves County 36-yard line. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. The Marshals working inside the Graves County 40 on 2nd and 7. When we come back, the Marshals leading 14-7 here in this district opener for the Marshals in Graves County. Back after this on WCBL Sports.
Quarter and also at halftime for Graves County.
2nd down and 7 for the Marshals as the second quarter gets underway. Bargy will have Walker set to his left in the backfield as the Marshals work right to left. Here in this second quarter of play, 3 receivers to the right side. Now Williams comes in motion from that side. Graves County showing 3 down linemen. Bargy has trouble with the snap. Picks it up. Bargy looking. He drops the football. Graves County picks it up. Looked like his arm was going forward. Graves County is going to return this for a touchdown. Now we're going to get a flag coming in against Graves County, I think, at the 40. But it sure looked like that Stevens' arm was going forward, and the ball was just slapped down.
It looked like Devin Troll, the player, took a little extra shot at Stephen Bargy, too, once he was down on the ground there. So I think that's where the penalty's going to come in.
We'll wait to get all of this sorted out. Jeremy, I would assume that the Marshall County coaching staff is arguing that ought to be an incomplete pass. It looked like Stevens' arm was going forward and the pass was knocked down.
I think you're looking at it on 2 fronts. I think that half the coaching staff is trying to get that figured out and argue that with the officials, but the other half is absolutely livid over the fact that Stephen was not only held down, but kept being first down with an elbow to the back of the head. And, that's just uncalled for at this point in any game. And it doesn't matter if you're playing Graves County or you're playing, a team you've never played before. That's just not what you do. And obviously there's going to be a little bit of a personal foul issue being assessed here to Graves County.
15-yard penalty against Graves County. So the Eagles will have the football. The turnover will stand. And it will technically go down as a fumble against Marshall County. First turnover of the night on either side. And from up here, it sure looked like that should have been an incomplete pass. But the official says the turnover will stand. The penalty does negate the touchdown. There would have been a touchdown on the return for Graves County. The Eagles will start from their own 44-yard line. Marshall's lead at 14-7, just underway second quarter. Eli Collins will go up under center here for Graves County with McManus set straight behind him as the fullback, wingbacks each way, and a receiver to the left side. Here's the pass on the left side. It's up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Austin York had good coverage. Now a flag will come in late. Williams was headed down the left sideline. I think they're going to flag Austin York, and if they do, that's a poor call. Down to Jeremy we go.
I guess one thing that I get concerned about here at this point is, okay, we've had a couple of personal foul issues already in this game. We know it's a rivalry kind of game. Are we going to get a little bit of an overcall now trying to make up the difference and trying to keep things separated on either side? That's something I hope that doesn't happen tonight, but obviously if that play stands like that, then it's something we may be looking at.
Sam, your thoughts on that play there?
Well, you hate to say this, so many penalties this early in the game. Marshall County has really done a nice job in the first two ball games. I think they've only had 11 penalties called in the first two games combined, which is outstanding because usually your first game or two you see a lot of penalties. And I think it is a heated rivalry that's causing many of these penalties tonight to be called.
15-yard penalty against Marshall County. Austin York called for a questionable pass interference along the sideline and a very late flag. And Graves County will take advantage with a automatic first down and 15 yards into Marshall County territory down to the Marshall County 41-yard line. Marshall's lead at 14-7. Collins will go up under center, wingbacks each way. Marshall County perhaps showing pressure themselves. They've got 8 men in the tackle box. Handoff comes to McManus. McManus running up the middle. Takes it inside the 35 down to about the 34, maybe the 33. Good pickup on first down. Josh Madding with the tackle for the Marshalls. It'll bring up second and short here for Graves County. Marshall's leading 14-7. Second down and a yard here for the Eagles as they put it down at the Marshall County 32-yard line. 11:15 to play until halftime. Collins into the Graves County huddle. The Eagles are ready. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Marshalls have 5 men across the defensive front. Collins crouches under center. Hand off to Pirtle, trying to sweep around the left side. Northcutt looked like he had a beat on him. He's able to turn it up. Pirtle is. Take it down inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. Austin York on the tackle for the Marshalls, but a first down for Graves County.
It's really, really strange to have a game of this magnitude this early in the season. I mean, usually you'd have this kind of game in week 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe, but third week of the season, and Marshall County probably with their toughest district matchup of the season.
You would think, at least at this point, we'll see what happens in the rest of the district tonight. But Marshalls again put 10 men in the tackle box here. Graves County with a couple of setbacks. Collins wanting the second man through. He has him. Handoff comes to Troll, and Troll will be dropped at about the 21-yard line. Be shy of a first down. Pickup of about 6 yards. Brett Smothers on the stop for the Marshalls. Gain of 5, second down and 5 coming up for Graves County. 14-7, Marshall County with the lead. Graves County working inside the Marshall County 25-yard line. McManus will be lined up straight behind Collins. Wingbacks each way and a wide out to the right side. Hand off to McManus. McManus running behind right tackle, takes it inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. To be shy of a first down, it'll bring up third and short. On the stop for the Marshalls is Clint Fawkes. And we've got an official's timeout. Maybe close enough to warrant a measurement. Inside of 10 minutes to play in the first half. 14-7, Marshall County with the lead. And You know, Sam, you made the point about playing a game of this magnitude this early, a district game, and of course with the change they made last year, where you play within your district for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, entirely possible that these 2 teams could see each other again here in about 7 or 8 weeks.
Yeah, and I guess if you're a coach too, you wonder, do you throw all your tricks out on the field in this first matchup, or do you want to save something to maybe use in that possible second matchup, which will be even more important down the road? So you may not see exactly all the weapons that both these 2 teams have in this ball game tonight.
Graves County about 3 inches shy is what it looked like from up here. Working inside the Marshall County 20, the Marshalls lead at 14-7 inside of 10 minutes to play in the first half. Wouldn't expect anything fancy at all from Graves County except for just old power football right here. Collins has Kroll as a wing back right, Towery to the left, McManus is the fullback, White out to the left side. Collins just going to take it himself and pushes the pile forward and has the first down for Graves County down to the 14-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Eagles. Marshalls lead at 14-7. Alan Williams got things started on the opening kickoff with a 91-yard touchdown on the kickoff return. Graves County answered on their first play from scrimmage. The 68-yard touchdown run from Jordan McManus. Brandon Walker with a 5-yard touchdown run for the Marshalls to give them the lead. Graves County had a chance to tie, but went for it on 4th and goal and came up short. Pair of setbacks here for Graves County. Collins with the handoff to the right side. It's Towery. Towery will be brought down for a short loss. Coming up from the backside, looked like it was Scott Williams that got a hold of him first. But good pursuit there, as it'll end up being a loss of maybe a half a yard here for Graves County.
That's one of the things Scott Sheldon said the Marshalls would have to do tonight to have success against Graves County's lean T is get some penetration and get some stops in the backfield, and that's exactly what they did on that play.
Second down and a long 10 here for Graves County at the Marshall County 15-yard line. Marshalls lead at 14-7, second quarter of action. 2 receivers to the left side. Williams wide left. Towery's in the slot over there. The Marshalls spread out their defense a little bit. Now Troll comes in motion from the right wing. Collins taking his time on the snap count. Hand off to McManus up the middle. Marshall County with a great surge in the middle of that defensive line as Clint Falks leading the way. Josh Knight, Robert Hageman, Smothers all getting up from that pile too, but a great surge right in the middle of that line, Sam.
Yeah, you might as well just say the defensive line made that stop. I think everybody was there. Great game tackling by Marshall County, and they've really stiffened their necks here as Graves County's gotten inside the red zone and really playing good defense right now.
No gain on the play. Third down and a long 10 here for Graves County at the Marshall County 15-yard line. Towery will be set up as a wing to the left, Troll to the right, McManus the fullback, and a wide out to the left side of Williams. Collins sends Troll in motion. Collins on play action and gets the ball away. The pass is incomplete. It was Towery again who dropped the ball over along the sideline. He had snuck out over into the corner and was wide open again. The pass was kind of a wounded duck, but Towery had hit him right in the number again. He just could not come up with it.
Well, Eli Collins was hit just as he let that one go, and it may have altered his pass just ever so slightly, just enough to make it a little more difficult for Towery to catch.
It will be Isaac Sims to come on to attempt a 32-yard field goal here for Graves County off the right hash. Collins is his holder. Sims a right-footed kicker. Collins is ready. Snap a little bit high. Here's the kick, though. As he gets it down, here's the kick, and it looks good from up here. It is good. Graves County cuts the Marshall County lead to 4. Marshall County 14, Graves County 10. 7:38 to play in the first half. Back with the Graves County kickoff after this timeout on WCBL Sports. Sims is ready. And here we go. Sims with another squib kick through the middle of the field. They're going to let it bounce all the way back to Williams, who takes it at the 14-yard line. Williams runs up the middle. Williams breaks a tackle into the open field. Williams tripped up as he crosses the 40-yard line. As a flag comes in late back at the 32, Williams tripped up at the 42 by Justin Towery, but we'll check this flag. Sam, that's usually in the neighborhood of a clip or an illegal block.
Well, they already pointed to Marshall County's direction, so it is against the Marshalls, and well, take away some of the yardage that Allen gave them on that kickoff. And I don't think Graves County even wanted to get the ball that close to Allen Williams that time. I don't think the kicker got the ball exactly where he wanted to. I think they're trying to keep the ball away from Allen as much as possible.
Down to Jeremy we go.
Talking with some of the Marshall County offensive players just a few moments ago, they were really, really excited about the drive that they were on before the turnover happened, and they really felt like that they had a good chance to go into the locker room with a pretty good-sized lead if they were able to connect on that one. So maybe they've got a little bit of extra incentive as they go out here with 7:31 to play, leading by 4.
They'll start from their own 23-yard line, leading 14-10. Bargy in the shotgun. Handoff comes to Walker, trying to string it out to the left side. Walker lowers his head at the 20 and did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the Graves County defensive line that time in stringing that play out. And they had about 4 guys there to make the stop.
Cassidy McAlpin on the stop for Graves County. It's a loss of a yard for the Marshals. Second and long for the Marshals, 2nd and 11, nearing the 7-minute mark of the first half. Marshals lead at 14-10. Marshals check their wristbands for the play. Twin receivers each way. The open side is Marshall County's right. Walker will be set to Bargy's left in the shotgun. Graves County showing a 3-man rush. And a counter play. It's Brandon Walker with a handoff as Bargy started to the near side, then handed it off to Walker, who was running toward the far side, and Walker is able to cut it up and pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards. Ross Keith on the stop for Graves County. It'll be a pickup of almost 4. Makes it 3rd down and 7 here for the Marshals. 14-10, Marshall County with the lead. 6:25 of the clock moving here in the first half. Ball at the Marshall County 26-yard line. That's where the Marshals will snap it. Graves County spreading out their defense a little bit on what they figure will be a passing play here for Marshall County. Williams comes in motion. Bargy sits deep. Now he throws it out on the right side, complete to Walker. Down the sideline, Walker has the CFSB first down across the 30 and out to the 40-yard line. Stop made by Cassidy McAlpin. Brandon Walker snuck out into the flat. Bargy kind of looked off his other receivers and was able to hit Brandon, who made a nice run after the catch out to the 41-yard line. CFSB first down.
Well, Williams went in motion across the middle of the field that time, and the Graves County defense was really concentrated on him. That opened things up for Walker.
Graves County with a blitz up the middle. Handoff to Walker on the inside, and Brandon will find, or rather, Alan Williams will find a yard or 2 up the middle. Graves County brought the blitz. And it'll end up being a pickup of about a yard for the Marshals. 2nd down and 9 coming up from their own 42-yard line. 5:35 to play until halftime. 14-10, Marshall County with the lead and with the football. Graves County has shown a variety of defensive looks. They've gone with a 3-man rush, a 4-man rush. They're going to stay with a 3-man rush here and spread out in zone coverage. Bargy running right after he takes the snap, passes it to the right side. The pass is complete to Logan Holland, and Holland hit right at the 45-yard line, which is where he made the catch. And Sam Beck on the stop for Graves County. Short pickup will bring up 3rd down for the Marshals. 3rd down and about 6 here for the Marshals as they give them out close to the 46-yard line, just inside the 46. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the first half.
Marshall County keeps lulling Graves County with these little short passes. Maybe that will open up something deep eventually in the game.
We have a timeout on the field. We do. The Marshals will take a timeout. 4:43 to play in the first half. Marshals have it 3rd and 6 when we come back from their own 46-yard line, leading 14-10 over Graves County here on WCBL Sports Time. And the Marshals looking at a 3rd down and 6 from inside their own 46-yard line. Marshals using their 2nd timeout of the first half. Bargy will have a setback of Walker to his right. Now Williams will come in motion out of the left slot. They fake the handoff to Williams, instead give it to Walker. An extra effort gets him across midfield and may have given him the first down. Sanford on the stop. Brandon Walker with a hard run. He was tripped up near midfield, was able to stay on his feet, and I believe he may have enough for the first down.
That'll probably bring the chains across and measure. It's that close, I think.
Marshals with a 14-10 lead. And it is a measurement coming up here for the Marshals. Jimmy, the mood on the sideline now.
Upbeat, focused, but I think upbeat is a good way to describe it right now, as they are really trying to remain focused here with 4:18 to play here in this first half. As we see it being stretched out, and it is just short. It is, I would say about length of your index finger short as we look at it with 4th and 5. One of the things Marshall County's coaches are complaining about is not getting any dry balls over here on their sideline, and you may have heard that in the background. We were trying to call that chain situation there, but that's one thing that they're really, really harping on is trying to get a dry ball over here on this sideline. So we'll see if that has any effect as we go on here in the first half.
Well, these are the types of decisions that I think drove Larry Krause out of coaching, Sam. I think you're looking at 4th down near midfield. You're leading 14-10, district opener, and you've got about 5, maybe 6 inches, maybe not even that much to a first down. Graves County expecting a run up the middle. Bargie's ready. The Marshals going for it on 4th down, or are they? Bargie bobbing his head, barking. Now they are. It's a handoff to Williams. Williams has the CFSB first down and a few more to spare as he heads up the middle with the handoff and down to the Graves County 45-yard line. Justin Towery on the stop, but a CFSB first down for the Marshals.
Oh, definitely called by Coach Scott Shelton, and I'm sure the Marshall fans love that call because I'd say if you took a poll of fans, they'd almost always tell you to go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the ones that Larry Krause, you can see the beads of sweat still pop out on his forehead even to this day, 30 years later. Those decisions that you have to make on 4th and short and the circumstances that dictate how you make those decisions. Stephen Bargie sets up in the shotgun. Twin receivers each way. Williams is set to his right. Inside handoff to Alan Williams. Williams across the Graves County 40, still on his feet inside the 35. Ball pops loose. And let's see. Saw the beanbag come in. That's the only way I know that the ball popped loose. Marshall County does retain possession inside the Graves County 30-yard line. Looks to be down at about the 27. Logan Holland may have gotten back on the football. I had no idea. Had I not seen the beanbag that the officials throw whenever the ball is loose, I would not have known that the ball had popped loose. Marshall's looking to take a 2-score lead here before halftime. 3:25 to play in the first half. Marshall's leading 14-10. Bargie with setbacks to each side. Here comes the blitz. Bargie running the option. Now he's going to raise up and throw. The pass is complete to Logan Holland. Inside the 20. Inside the 15. Staying on his feet down to the 12-yard line. Another CFSB first down for the Marshals. Stop made by Austin Jamison for Graves County.
You go back to that 4th down play where the Marshals went for it. Since that time, the offense has really got new momentum and new confidence. They've had their best 2 plays of the drive back-to-back after that 4th down conversion.
Hard running there by Logan Holland after the catch, and that play covers 14 yards. Marshall's threatening inside the Graves County 15. Handoff to Walker. Walker's going to throw the ball to the corner of the end zone. It's up for grabs. The pass is batted away. Holland and I think Towery were both going for it. The pass was up for grabs. It falls incomplete. A little bit of trickery there was handed off to Walker. He looked to throw to the right corner of the end zone.
Looks like a dying quail going out across there.
2nd down and 10 for the Marshals from the Graves County 13-yard line. Marshals lead at 14-10. We've ticked under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Marshall's waiting for the signal from offensive coordinator Marcus Bogus along the Marshall County sideline. Twin receivers to the left side, Scott Williams and Alan Williams. Twins to the right. Single receiver to Bargie's left. Bargie looks to throw, throwing over the middle. The pass is incomplete, and that's got to be a flag coming in against Graves County. Pass interference. The pass was intended for Logan Holland. Looked like somebody had a hold of him from the backside.
Yeah, it looked like they got a forearm right into his low back and kind of pushed him forward just before the pass got there.
We assume it's pass interference, and it is. Penalty against Graves County, half the distance to the goal, so they'll take it down near the 6 or 7 yard line. Both of these teams have been rung up for several penalties. In fact, 4 against Marshall County, and now 5 penalties against Graves County here in this first half. Takes it down to the 7 yard line. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be first down, an automatic first down for the Marshals, a CFSB first down. And it'll be first and goal from the Graves County 7. The Marshals leading 14-10, threatening to add to that advantage. Bargie sits in the shotgun. Argy's ready. Good snap from Sipes. Handoff up the middle to Brandon Walker. Walker inside the 5 and turning his legs down to the 4-yard line. On the stop there for Graves County, Jonathan Harms, the big nose guard, down to Jeremy we go.
You know, you bring up the story about Cody Sipes, who was injured last week. He injured his back a little bit and muscle in his leg. And he told me earlier today it was a little bit of trouble trying to snap the ball, especially if he had to go with shotgun. So it's something that they'll definitely be watching tonight, guys.
Across that offensive line, you have Sipes, Meyer, Northcutt, English, and Faulkner across that offensive front for the Marshals. Here's the Marshals. Snap it on 2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Williams. Williams with a hold to the right side. Touchdown, Marshall County. The Marshals go up 20-10. 2:11 to play in the first half.
That's one good point, Jeff. The Marshals have used a lot of time in this drive and moving the ball down the field. They haven't left Graves County much time to work with to try to counter before the half ends.
Ian Bradley will try to stay perfect on PATs tonight. 4-yard touchdown run for Alan Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night, to go along with his 91-yard kickoff return that opened the game. Snap is a little bit behind York, who does a heck of a job of getting it down. Bradley able to just follow right through with the kick, and it splits the uprights, so the Marshals lead it now 21-10. 2:11 to play until halftime. Back after this on WCBL Sports. Fenway Park next week. I guess that's a good enough excuse to miss a game. Bradley with the kick. Angles it toward the left side, and it'll roll out of bounds, and Graves County will have a starting point of their own 35 as we send it down to Jeremy.
You know, the only part about going to Fenway Park next week, which is exciting in itself, but the Cardinals and the Cubs are playing a humongous series at Busch Stadium next weekend. My allegiance tells me I probably should be there, but instead I'll be up in Boston, and I can only imagine what they're going to try to think of me when they try to listen to me talk to them. So, and probably vice versa.
Boston.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. At least I have some friends up there, and hopefully they'll be able to talk my way through me.
We'll re-kick this. Back Bradley up 5 yards and put it on the 35, and we'll re-kick. Sam, I know you watch a lot of college football as I do. What do you think about the new rule on the college level where they've moved them back from the 35 to the 30? Didn't see a whole lot of kicks make the end zone last week.
No, you didn't. I saw a statistic sometime over the weekend about how many kicks were returned, and it was quite an improvement from last year.
Squib kick through the middle of the field. It'll be taken by one of the Graves County upbacks inside the 30-yard line. Runs left and takes it out to about the 40-yard line. On the stop for Marshall County is Denver C. And on the return for Graves County was Dustin Collins.
They do have great field position to begin this drive now.
And they have some time and a couple of timeouts to work with. 2:05 to play until halftime. Marshall's lead at 21-10. Graves County will start this drive from their own 43-yard line. Graves County comes up to the line of scrimmage. Collins at quarterback, McManus the fullback, wingbacks, Troll to the right, and Towery to the left, and a wideout to the left side of Williams. Marshals bring a heavy rush. Collins looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and a great hit right as the ball got there by Austin York. Timed it perfectly. Ryan Williams was coming on a slant down at about the Marshall County 45-yard line, and York timed his hit just right. As soon as the ball got there, York was there and was able to kind of jar it loose.
Yeah, and that's kind of a mismatch size-wise, as Williams is 6'3" and York's about 5'10", and he did a perfect job of hitting him just as the ball got there and knocked the ball free.
2nd down and 10 for Graves County from their own 43-yard line. Closing stages of the first half, the Marshals leading 21-10. Collins takes a 3-step drop, throws it out on the left side, complete to Williams. Williams gets a step on Walker down the sideline into Marshall County territory, hit along the sideline down at the 35-yard line, taken out of bounds by Jesse Parker. But a first down for Graves County. All the way down to the Marshall County 35-yard line. Graves County, again, does have 2 timeouts left here in the first half. Minute 49 to play until halftime. Graves with a 1st and 10 at the Marshall County 35. Marshals with 5 men across the defensive front. Cheating the linebackers up a little bit. Collins with the handoff. It's a double handoff as Troll takes it coming around the left side, breaks a tackle in the backfield, tries to turn it up on the corner, and Jesse Parker, I think, got to him after a short gain. Takes it down to about the 33, 32-yard line. Bring up second down and 7.
Marshall defense really did a nice job in reading that trickery with a little double handoff there, and they weren't fooled at all. And really just, if it wasn't for the backs forward motion there, they would probably stopped it for a yard or so.
Ball just outside of the 31-yard line, so second down and a long 6 here for Graves County. Clock moving, nearing the 1-minute mark of the first half. Play action. Collins will be wrapped up. Big sack back at the 40-yard line, but it looks like somebody may have gotten a hold of the face mask. Northcutt and C made the sack, but I think you're going to have an inadvertent face mask. I would be shocked if it's a personal foul face mask. We go down to Jeremy.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Micah get the face mask here, but it was obviously he was just coming around the backside there, and just his hand kind of got in the way there. But I don't think you'll see anything personal.
Maybe you will.
Foul. Wow.
Scott Shelton is upset about that, and I think he has a right to be. I didn't see anything intentional at all, and it looked like in just the course of trying to make the stop, he inadvertently grabbed the face mask, Sam.
Yeah, you just see the quarterback's head just kind of tilt forward a little bit as he did reach around there and trying to make the tackle, just got a hold of it. Wasn't even a good solid contact.
Well, that penalty is huge. That's 15 yards and an automatic first down. And that will take it all the way down to the Marshall County 17-yard line. That's where Graves County will have it first and 10. The Marshalls lead at 21-10. They instituted the rule. It hasn't been that long ago, just within the last few years, just like they have on the college and the professional levels, where you have the 5-yard inadvertent face mask and the 15-yard personal foul. That one certainly looked unintentional. Collins rolling right, throwing to the right side. The pass is batted down. I don't think that Williams would have come up with it inbounds anyway, but good coverage by Alan Williams. But looked like Northcutt is, again, on that face mask, looked like he just inadvertently got just a little bit of the face mask, and it should have been a 5-yard penalty. But it's 15 yards and an automatic first down. First down play, incomplete pass, brings up second down and 10 here for Graves County. With the ball at the Marshall County 17-yard line. 54.3 seconds to play in the first half. Marshall's lead at 21-10. Twin receivers each way for Graves County. Marshall County showing a 4-man rush. Collins takes a straight drop again. Sets back at the 25. The pass is almost intercepted. Wow. Josh Madding almost had that one, and that would have been a half dozen headed the other way.
Oh, yeah. He had nothing but green grass in front of him. They picked that one off.
Does bring up third down and 10, but he stepped right in front, and I thought had the interception. We'll bring up third down and 10 here for Graves County.
You know, it was almost this exact spot on the field when Graves County had the ball last time. Marshall County's defense really stiffened and forced Graves County to settle for a field goal.
Graves will snap it on third and 10 from the Marshall County 17-yard line. The Marshall lead at 21-10 inside of a minute to play in the first half. Collins in the shotgun. Marshall's perhaps showing pressure. Low snap. Ball is loose and still loose. There's a scramble for it. Marshall say they have it. And still loose. Bodies hit the turf. Marshall's at first signaled that they had it. Now let's see. It's going to bring up four. If Graves County recovered, it's going to be fourth down.
I think Jamie Kendall, the left guard, recovered it for Graves.
It does take them back to the 22-yard line. At first, I thought the Marshalls had it. Let's see what Graves elects to do here. 21-10, Marshall County with the lead. Graves County trying to get their kicking team out onto the field. This is going to be a 39-yard attempt for Sims. He's good from 32 already in this first half of play. Kick it from near the left hash. Collins gets a good snap. Here's the kick from Sims, and it is good. And Graves County with a field goal with 8 seconds to play in the first half to cut the Marshall County lead to 8. 21-13, Marshall County. We'll come back with a kickoff after this on WCBL Sports. 8 seconds to play in the first half. A lot coming up here at halftime. Stay with us. And now Graves County is going to elect to kick deep, and this one will bounce and go into the end zone.
I think Graves County, too, saw that Alan Williams was one of the upbacks and said, hey, we'll just kick it deep then.
So the Marshalls will come out to the 20 and snap it there. The Marshalls lead at 21-13. 7.7 seconds to play in the first half. We'll get a word or two from Coach Scott Shelton as he departs the field here at halftime in just a moment. And also coming up at halftime, scores from around the area, the numbers in the first half, all brought to you by Richard Hendrickson and Edward Jones. Focus on MCHS, brought to you by the Marshall County Board of Education, and more coming up at halftime. Stephen Bargee is going to go up under center. The Marshalls are just going to take a knee and take an 8-point lead to the locker room. Bargee steps back, puts the knee down, and that'll be the final play of the first half. Marshalls take an 8-point lead to the locker room, 21 to on the right, standing inside the 10-yard line. Good foot from Bradley. Will not make the end zone, but it will send Towery back to the 10-yard line. Towery running up the middle. Towery looking for a hole, spins at the 23-yard line and dropped at about the 24. They may give him the 25. And Brett Smothers with the stop on special teams for the Marshalls. 21-13, just underway third quarter with the Marshalls defense heading out onto the field. Clint Fawkes, Micah Northcutt will be on the interior of that defensive line. The ends will be Faulkner and C. Josh Knight, Brett Smothers, Jesse Parker are the linebackers. Alan Williams in at one corner along with Brandon Walker. Pair of safeties, Josh Madding and Austin York. Take the handoff to McManus. Instead, Collins holds on to it himself and takes it behind right tackle and picks up a couple of yards out to about the 27-yard line. Northcutt on the stop for Marshall County. Second down and long coming up for Graves. From inside their own 30-yard line. Eagles break out of the huddle. They'll send Ryan Williams off the field, and Dee Bernardi will be in at split end here for Graves County. Fullback is McManus. Wingbacks each way. The Marshalls show a five-man rush. Collins throwing out on the left side. The pass is incomplete. Looked like Bernardi dropped it. Would have been stopped short of the first down, but it would have brought up third and short. Walker had the coverage for the Marshalls, but Bernardi had to kind of come back for that pass and could not come up with it.
It wouldn't have been a first down anyway, if even had he been able to hang on to it, because Walker was right there for the Marshalls to drop him in his tracks.
Second down and a long 7 here for Graves County from their own 27-yard line.
Big play right here.
Williams will go out wide left. McManus is the fullback, wingbacks each way. The Marshalls have 5 on the defensive front. Collins on play action, looks to throw. He's hit and dropped by Brett Smothers back at the 20-yard line. It'll bring up a punting situation for Graves County. Smothers came in with pressure off the corner and dropped Collins back at the 20.
Well, the coaching staff telling us all week long that the Marshalls had to get some penetration defensively and had to make some stops in the backfield. And I don't think Coach Seligman could be any prouder of that play.
Graves County 3 and out, and Collins getting ready to punt here for Graves. Alan Williams standing at midfield. Good snap. Marshall County with good pressure. Collins does get the kick away. It is a high, short kick. Takes a Graves County bounce and will take a long Graves County bounce into Marshall County territory. That's a bounce of about 17 yards all the way down to the Marshall County 42-yard line. Dee Bernardi will down it for Graves County.
Well, just what the Marshalls wanted defensively, stop Graves County 3 and out, make them punt the ball, and Marshall County gets the ball in excellent field position. Even with that great roll on the punt, they're still taking over first and 10 their own 42.
But the Marshalls had to traverse some long fields in the first half of their scoring drives. Graves County was the beneficiary of good field position a lot of times in the first half. Marshalls lead at 21-13. Graves showing a 3-man rush, pressure perhaps off the corner. Here it comes, handoff to Williams, runs up the middle. Allen is hit and dropped at about the 43-yard line. Short gain, 1 yard, maybe a yard and a half on first down for Williams. Brandon Safford, the big tackle for Graves County with the stop. They give him out just past the 43-yard line, about a yard and a half. Second down and almost 9 here. An official's timeout. And we'll wait. It's one of the Graves County linemen having some trouble with his helmet. I'll check that. That's one of the linebackers.
Marshall County will take on Callaway County next week. You guys got to see the Lakers last week, Orange Tree County.
They've got an impressive offense. Tyrell Willis, one of the best running backs in Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky is loaded with great running backs this year, and he's one of them. We're seeing several of them here tonight from both of these teams. Bargy fakes the handoff to Williams on the option play. He's going to cut it up on the left side, and Stephen takes it out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up third down for the Marshals. Sanford on the stop again. Third down and 5 coming up here for Marshall County near midfield. Marshals lead at 21-13, 9:25 to play third quarter. Just past the 46-yard line is where they put the ball down. The Marshals operating on their side of the 50. Getting lined up in the shotgun. Stephen Bargy will have Walker set to his left. 2 receivers to the left side. That is the short side. 2 receivers to the right. Graves County looks like they're going to spread out in zone coverage. Hand off to Walker on the counter play. Walker trying to run to the right side, and Brandon will get to about midfield, and that's it. Sanford on the stop for Graves County. It'll bring up fourth down for the Marshals.
Both teams' defense is stopping the other team on their first possession here of the second half, but if you look at field position, Marshall County definitely has the edge right now.
Graves County looked like they were bringing their kick receiving team onto the field. The Marshals are lining up as if they're going to go for it, and Graves County jumped over. It was Sanford who jumped over. Bargy was barking the signals, and Graves County got a little bit disorganized there. They had players running out, and their punt return team, and this is going to give the Marshals a free CFSB first down. I don't think the Marshals had any intention of snapping the ball there, Sam.
No, I think they were trying to do exactly what they did do, and drawing Graves County offside that time, and it worked.
So a CFSB first down takes it inside Graves County territory down to the 46-yard line. Bargy setting the shotgun. He'll have Williams to his left, Walker to his right. Holland in the slot on the right side, York the wide man, Scott Williams to the left. Graves County cheating up, pressure coming. Bargy pitches it back to Williams. Williams is going to have to cut it back. Williams will get back to the line of scrimmage perhaps, may have lost a yard. Graves County did a good job of staying with that. On the stop for the Eagles is Cassidy McAlpin. It'll be a loss of almost a yard, bring up second down and 11 for the Marshals.
As soon as Alan Williams took that pitch, he saw a wall of defenders in front of him. He tried to reverse field a little bit and come back towards the middle, and Graves County did a good job with the pursuit, not letting him get back to the middle.
Second down and 11 for the Marshals inside Graves County territory at the Eagle 47-yard line. Marshals lead at 21-13. Inside of 8 minutes to play third quarter. Graves County showing a 4-man rush. Bargy sets back at the 45. Bargy throwing to the right side. The pass is incomplete, almost picked off, in fact, by DeBernardi. May have been intended for Alan Williams. They're on the short pass over the middle. DeBernardi almost had the interception headed the other way as we send it down to the Marshall County sideline. And here's Jeremy Rose.
Still some optimism here on this Marshall County sideline with a 21-13 lead, and they just kind of want to get things going back in the right direction like it was there at the end of half number 1. And hopefully here on 3rd and 11, they'll be able to come up with a little thing, break it, and get going again.
Third down and 11 here for the Marshals at the Graves County 47-yard line. 21-13, Marshals with the lead. Bargy has a setback to his right of Brandon Walker. 3 receivers to the left. Graves County rushes 4. Setting up the screen over the middle. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Austin York, trying to set up the screen over the middle. It'll bring up fourth down in a punting situation here for Marshall County.
Looked like Brandon Sanford was going to pick it off in the line there for Graves County. Looks like he had a pretty good beat on it.
Brandon Walker ready for his second punt of the night. Justin Towery back to receive this kick for Graves County. Marshals lead at 21-13, 7:23 to play in the third quarter. Graves County 3 and out on their first possession of the second half. The Marshals did pick up 1 first down and moved it just over into Graves County territory. Good snap. Walker has some time. Line drive kick, and Towery will field it on the bounce, has trouble with it, and Towery will be dropped as he picks it up at the 15-yard line. Towery tried to field it on the bounce, got away from him, and he was hit and dropped right at the 15-yard line as he picked it up by Andrew Johnston. Johnston down to make the tackle on the Marshall County punt team, and Graves County will start from their own 15-yard line. Marshals lead at 21-13, 7:16 to play third quarter. Alan Williams with a couple of touchdowns, one on a 91-yard kickoff return, and on a 4-yard touchdown run. Brandon Walker has the other touchdown for the Marshals on a 5-yard run. Pair of field goals from Sims for Graves County, along with a touchdown run from McManus, accounting for their tally so far. Delayed handoff. They fake to the first man, instead give it to the second man, which is Towery. Towery breaks into the open field. Towery out near midfield, running right now at the 45. Williams trying to chase him down from the backside, and he will at the 36-yard line, but a heck of a gain for Justin Towery all the way down to the Marshall County 36-yard line. Alan Williams able to catch up with him from the backside.
Well, the Marshals have done a pretty good job against the big play and denying Graves County the big play for most of the first half, and that one definitely took Graves County out deep in their own territory into Marshall County territory.
48 yards on the run from Towery down to the Marshall County 36-yard line. 21-13, Marshall County with the lead as Collins goes up under center. Marshall shows 6 men across the defensive front. Handoff to McManus. McManus taking a couple of Marshall County tacklers with him down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. They back it up to the 28. Robert Hageman on the stop for the Marshalls. Pickup of almost 9 yards on that first down run for Jordan McManus. Marshalls lead at 21-13, 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. All just inside the Marshall County 27-yard line. That's where Graves County will snap it. Williams will split out wide to the right. That is the short side for Graves County. Marshalls have 10 men in the tackle box as Collins gives it up the middle off the right side. It comes to McManus, and McManus has the Graves County first down inside the 25 down to the 23. Madding comes up to make the stop for the Marshalls.
Well, let's see now if the Marshall defense can step in again as they have a couple times in the first half when they get down around the 20-yard line. That's where they really got tough in the first half. They're on 2 drives.
Fresh set of downs for Graves County. The line of scrimmage is the Marshall County 23 inside of 6 minutes to play third quarter. Marshalls lead at 21-13. Graves County will come up to the line of scrimmage, send Williams out wide to the left. Towery will be the wing back on that side. Troll, the wing on the right, and McManus is the fullback. Marshalls have 5 men across the defensive front. Hand off to Towery, coming around the right side. Towery has an opening. He's inside the 15 and down to about the 10-yard line, close to another first down. And Josh Bowers on the stop for Marshall County, but it's a first down for Graves County. All at the Marshall County 10. I think they're going to put it down just outside the 10-yard line, so in theory, Graves County could get a first down without scoring, but
tight end Levi West really hobbling for Graves County after that play, and I'm somewhat surprised he's still out there.
Collins runs all the way over to confer with Coach Mike Rogers. Now he comes back into the huddle with the Graves County play. Williams will be split wide left, pair of setbacks, McManus and Towery, and a wing of Troll to the right side. Collins fakes to the first man. Second man is Towery. He takes the handoff, running off right tackle, takes it inside the 5 down to the 3. Jesse Parker on the stop for the Marshalls, bring up second down for Graves County inside the Marshall County 5.
This is the best we've seen Graves County execute their wing tee offense throughout the ball game. They've really looked sharp on the different type of plays they're using out of the wing tee formation on this drive.
Inside of 5 minutes and the clock moving in the third quarter. Marshalls leading 21-13. Graves County threatening, though, inside the Marshall County 5. Second down coming up. Towery will be a wing to the left side. Troll to the right. McManus the fullback. Marshall County puts 10 in the tackle box. Towery comes in motion. Marshall County with pressure up the middle, and Collins was going to try to run the option to the right side, and breaking through to drop him was Clint Folks. It'll be a loss of about a yard. Back to the 5-yard line. Third down for Graves County. Again, they could get a first down, but that would put the ball right at the goal line. Inside of 4 minutes to play in this third quarter. Marshall's leading 21-13. They'll split Williams out wide left. That's the open side for Graves County. Wings each way and a fullback of McManus. Coming in motion is Troll. Troll takes the handoff, trying to string it out. Marshall County chases him down at the line of scrimmage, and they drop him right there. It'll bring up fourth down for Graves County. Josh Knight coming over to take him down. And let's see what Graves County elects to do.
We talked about the gutsy call by Scott Shelton in the first half when Marshall County had the ball around midfield on a 4th and short, and the Marshalls went for it. Looks like Graves County is going to elect to go for the field goal.
23-yard attempt here for Sims, who has hit one from 32 and from 39 yards so far tonight. Will kick it off the left hash. Collins is his holder, the quarterback. Snap a little bit low, but he handles it. Here's the kick from Sims, and this one is good. Graves County draws to within 5, 21-16. Inside of 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Back with the Graves kickoff after this on WCBL Sports. Walker and Williams set to receive this kick for Marshall County. Kick is a squib through the middle of the field, and Williams will field it on the bounce at the 15-yard line. Allen runs up the middle. Allen's across the 30, now to about the 32-yard line. And taken down there by Aaron Cooper on the Graves County special teams. The Marshalls start from their own 32-yard line, leading 21-16 with under 3 minutes to play third quarter.
Now, Marshall County needs to come up with an answer. Graves County just scored, albeit on a field goal, but Marshall County needs to get something going offensively of their own.
Argy set in the shotgun. Will have 3 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. The open side is Marshall County's right. Now Williams will come out of the slot and set up to Bargey's left in the shotgun. Hand off to Williams. Allen looking for a hole up the middle. Doesn't find one. Hit near the line of scrimmage and dropped right there by Cassidy McAlpin. Maybe a gain of a half a yard there for Allen as they put it down between the 32 and the 33. Bring up second and long for the Marshalls, second and almost 10. Stephen Bargey getting the formation set. Walker will be set to his right in the shotgun. York and Holland, the twins, to the right side. Scott and Allen Williams to the left. Late blitz from Graves County. Pass on the right side is incomplete, intended for Austin York. Pretty good coverage there. Pass was a little bit high. And it'll bring up third down and long for the Marshalls.
I was talking with the Graves County broadcasters before we got started tonight. I'm sure it's no big secret. Teams all across the western part of the state will be trying to stop Allen Williams. But just talking with those guys, if you can tell, Graves County's coaching staff really made that point of emphasis this week for the Eagles.
Bargey setting the shotgun, twins each way. Graves County drops back in zone coverage. Bargey looking to throw, does so. The pass is incomplete. Allen Williams almost made a heck of a catch out at the 45-yard line, but it falls incomplete. And it'll be a punting situation here for the Marshalls.
Boy, give the Marshalls offensive line some credit, Jeff. Bargey had tons of time to find a receiver downfield that time.
The Marshalls will kick it away. Brandon Walker will take the snap back at the 20-yard line. And Justin Towery back to receive this kick for Graves County. 2:04 to play third quarter. Marshalls lead at 21-16. Another good snap. Walker kind of runs right, kicks it. Not a deep kick. It does take somewhat of a Marshall County bounce. Towery acted like he was going to field it. Instead runs just right by it down at the 44-yard line of Graves County is where the Marshalls will down it. Graves County with excellent field position here, Sam.
Yeah, you would say momentum-wise, Graves County has the edge right now. I mean, they took the ball deep in their own territory on their last possession. Started out about their 15-yard line and marched it downfield, got inside the 10, and settled for a field goal. And then they stopped the Marshalls once again defensively and get the ball back in excellent field position at the 43-yard line.
First and 10, Graves County from their own 43-yard line. Marshalls lead at 21-16. Graves County has never led in this game. We were tied once, and that was at 7. Graves County comes up to the line of scrimmage. Marshalls put 5 men across that defensive front. Collins takes a straight drop, looking to throw down the sideline. The pass is long, intended for Williams, who just was streaking down the sideline and overthrown by just a yard or 2.
You mentioned the 5 men on the line of scrimmage. Coach Shelton telling you last week that he would do whatever it took tonight. He would try 3 men, 4 men, 5 men, 6 men at times on the line, just trying to make what adjustments he had to make during the course of the game, depending on how Graves County attacked his defense with their wing T offense.
Second down and 10 for Graves County. Marshalls lead at 21-16. Inside of 2 minutes to play third quarter. Graves County second and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Marshalls stack their linebackers. Towery comes in motion off the left wing. Collins with a long snap count. Hand off to McManus, running up the middle. McManus across midfield into Marshall County territory. First down for Graves County all the way down to the 42-yard line. Austin York coming up to make the stop for the Marshalls, but a first down for Graves County.
You mentioned running up the middle, Jeff. Again, making that point from the first half. Graves County's middle, their offensive line, is very, very talented. Probably as good as you'll see in this end of the state.
Graves County moving into Marshall County territory. Ball at the Marshalls' 43-yard line. First and 10, Graves County. Marshalls lead at 21-16. 90 seconds on the clock moving here in the third quarter. Collins goes up under center. McManus, the fullback. Now Towery comes in motion from the left side. Collins going to take a three-step drop again, throwing down the left sideline again, and the pass is incomplete. Brandon Walker had good coverage. Williams was the intended receiver down the sideline. Overthrew him by 3 or 4 yards at least this time, but again, Brandon Walker had pretty good coverage too. It would have been a hard catch. Minute 16 to play in the third quarter. Marshalls leading 21-16. Biggest lead was at 21-10. Since then, a pair of Sims field goals have drawn Graves County to within 5. Williams wide left, wing backs each way. Now Towery is set up in the backfield along with McManus. Collins with a long snap count. Still barking. Collins going to try to run up the middle and is able to pick up 3-4 yards. Just going up the middle himself, getting behind those big interior linemen. Clint Fulks on the stop for Marshall County.
Yeah, it's almost like a funnel effect. I mean, they may come off the edge with one of the wings. They may use a fullback. That time they use a quarterback, but more often than not, they're coming right back to that middle of that offensive line and running behind the center and the 2 guards.
Third down and 6 for Graves County as a pickup of 4. Well, inside the Marshall County 40-yard line, they put it down at the 39. Big third down play here as the Marshall County defense will try to hold. Collins fakes the handoff to McManus. Instead gives it to Towery, and Towery will be dropped short of the first down marker at the 36-yard line. Brett Smothers on that stop for the Marshalls. Bring up fourth down here for Graves County. And 3 yards to go here for Graves. 15 seconds to play in the third. Graves may elect to wait and make this decision between quarters. No sign that they're going to snap it here, so we'll take a break. We head to the fourth quarter. The Marshalls leading 21-16. Back after this on WCBL Sports. And the Eagles are going to go for it on 4th and 3 at the Marshall County 36-yard line. First play of the fourth quarter. Marshalls lead at 21-16. Collins will send Towery in motion, left to right. Collins still barking the signals. Handoff to McManus. McManus is going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Marshall County breaking through. Jesse Parker, Kyle Faulkner, all in on that stop. And the Marshalls will take over on downs.
Well, let's see if the Marshall offense now can feed off the defense's success there.
They stopped him back at the 38-yard line, so it ended up being a loss of 2. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Marshalls from there. Now they put it down at the 37, so it ends up being a loss of a yard. Nonetheless, the Marshalls take over on downs, leading 21-16. Bargy set in the shotgun. 5 wide, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Now Williams comes in motion out of the slot. Hand off to him, trying to get to the right corner. Allen trying to cut it up. Allen across the 45, across midfield. Cut back move at the 40. Still on his feet inside the 30 and rolling down to the 28-yard line. CFSB first down for the Marshalls on the long run by Allen Williams.
They give about that last 15 yards to Allen Williams. He was breaking tackles left and right. I think I counted 3 or 4 missed tackles for about the 43-yard line in.
Marshalls have it inside the Graves County 30. Just underway fourth quarter. They wind the clock as they get the sticks set. Setbacks to each side of Bargy. Handoff here to Brandon Walker. Walker lowers his head at the line of scrimmage. Brandon down to the 25. Pickup of 2, maybe 3, before he's taken down by Sanford. 21-16. Marshall County with the lead. Walker a little bit slow to get up, and now he's up into a sitting position. They'll summon the biokinetics trainer from the sideline. Down to Jeremy we go from him momentarily. 11:20 left in this game. Josh Knight will line up in the backfield now for the Marshals. Marshals lead at 21-16, looking at second down and 8 from inside the Graves County 30. Graves County perhaps showing pressure up the middle. Bargy looking to throw, right side, pass complete to Holland at the 20. Cutback move at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, and out of bounds at the 3-yard line. First and goal, Marshall County. Great throw by Bargy and a heck of a run after the fact by Logan Holland. Pushed out of bounds by Towery, but a CFSB first down, first and goal for the Marshals inside the 5.
Great cutback move there, Jeff. Looked like he was going to make the defenders were going to push him out of bounds, so he just absolutely sidestepped him, got around him.
Marshals quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Allen Williams, right side. Nothing but daylight. Touchdown, Marshall County. Allen Williams with his third touchdown of the night. A 3-yard run. The Marshals go up 27-16. Ian Bradley will come out to attempt the extra point now. Still over there tending to Brandon Walker. And just the way they're working on him, looks like it could be a cramp, as Jeremy said. Jeremy will have some report here in just a minute. This extra point try is blocked. Coming in to block it was Pirtle, Dylan Pirtle with the block. So the Marshals settle for 6 here, but they do lead by 11. 27-16, 10:57 to play in this football game.
And employee benefits.
Ian Bradley with a high short kick, a fair catch called for at the 25-yard line by one of the upbacks for Graves County. That's Cassidy McAlpin. So Graves will have this football at their own 25-yard line. 10:55 to play in this game. Marshals lead at 27-16.
The last drive by the Marshals, just what the doctor ordered. Graves County had the momentum for most of this second half, and Marshall, I think, was able to take it away from Graves County with that drive.
Couple of big plays on that drive. The big run by Allen Williams. The nice catch and run by Logan Holland. Wingbacks each way. Now Troll comes in motion. Handoff to McManus. McManus scooting his way up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles across the 30. Now close to the 35. Finally brought down by Josh Madding for the Marshals. They're close to a Graves County first down, be about a yard shy. Second down and a yard coming up here for Graves. 10.5 minutes to play in this one. Marshals lead at 27-16. McManus over the century yard and rushing, or the century mark and rushing tonight with 111 yards. Allen Williams closing in 97 yards with a touchdown run there just a moment ago. Collins goes up under center. 5-man rush coming from Marshall County. Collins takes a 3-step drop, throws it out on the right side. The pass is incomplete. It fell in front of Ryan Williams, the intended receiver. Collins had to get rid of it in a hurry because the Marshals were bringing a heavy rush, and another injured Marshall County player cannot see from up here who it is. Jeremy, what do you have for us? It's Micah from here. They'll get to work on him along the sideline. Graves County getting ready to snap it on third down and a yard here from their own 35-yard line. Marshals lead at 27-16. Collins goes up under center. Marshals have 9 men in the tackle box. Collins will try to go himself up the middle. And there's a big pile, and I think with extra effort, he may have gotten the first down out to about the 37, may give him the 38. He needed about a yard. Pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 gives him the first down. Back down to Jeremy. Jeremy, you have anything on Micah Northcutt?
Grandpa? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Micah. It's a cramp on Micah. He said he'll be ready to go back on offense, guys. Sorry.
Justin Towery running to the right side and coming up to make a big hit and a big tackle for the Marshals was Jesse Parker. The Marshals kind of strung that one out. Towery had not much daylight there. Pickup of a yard, maybe a yard and a half. They'll bring him second down and long.
Both teams use a lot of players both ways, Jeff, and it's been a hard-fought contest tonight, so it's not that unusual to see cramps at this point of the game.
27-16, Marshall County with the lead inside of 10 minutes to play in this one. Collins goes up under center. Wide out left, wing back right. 2 setbacks. Collins on play action. Sets back deep. Throwing long down the middle of the field. The pass is complete to throw all the way down inside the 20 to the 12-yard line. Scott Williams on the stop for Marshall County. But Williams was wide open, or rather Troll was wide open for Graves County. Scott Williams with a touchdown saving tackle.
It's so difficult for the Marshall linebackers and the cornerbacks and safeties because this wing T offense, they're going to lull you with those fakes to the wings and fakes to the fullback, fakes to the halfback, and all of a sudden they step back and throw a play-action pass over the top, and you're coming up trying to stop the run, and you get burned.
62 yards on that play. Graves County 1st and 10 at the Marshall County 12. Marshall's lead 27-16. Collins rolling right, looking toward the end zone, throws it to the right side. The pass is complete, but a big hit down at about the 8-yard line. Alan Williams was really stuck Towery there along the sideline. Pickup of about 4 yards to bring up 2nd down and 6 for Graves County inside the Marshall County 10-yard line. 27-16, Marshall's with the lead.
Yeah, I guarantee you that Towery felt his teeth rattle on that hit. It was a bone-jarring tackle.
And put it down at the 8-yard line. So it was a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. 2 setbacks for Graves County. Wing to the right, a wide out to the left. McManus with a handoff up the middle. McManus rolling down to the goal line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Graves County. Jordan McManus with his 2nd touchdown run of the night. This one covers 8 yards. And Graves County has drawn to within 5.
And that was a quick answer.
Yeah, and I would suspect they'll go for 2 here and try to cut it to 3. Comes at the 8:54 mark of the 4th quarter. Graves going for 2 to try to trim the margin to 3. Collins will go up under center. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Single setback of McManus. Collins takes a straight drop. Big rush coming. The pass is incomplete to the left side. Intended for McManus. And Graves County settles for 6. The Marshalls lead by 5. 27-22. 8:54 left in the game. Back after this on WCBL Sports. Jordan McManus with his 2nd touchdown run of the night for Graves County, and Sims is ready to kick it away for the Eagles. Another squib kick through the middle of the field. This one will be taken by Austin York inside the 25. York heads up the middle, across the 30, across the 35, and after about the 36-yard line, and down to Jeremy Rose we go.
Got Brandon Walker back into the game now for Marshall County after suffering two calf muscles that became cramped. He's back in and ready to go here for the final 9 minutes, guys.
Marshals lead at 27-22. Each time the Marshals think that they might be establishing some breathing room, Graves County's been able to answer, Sam.
Yeah, you expect that with a big rivalry game like we have tonight, and Graves County fighting right down the wire, and the Marshals, I think, need another score.
5 wide for the Marshals. Now Williams comes in motion out of the slot on the left side. Williams trying to get to the corner after the handoff, cuts it up, and takes it out to the 40-yard line. A tough 4 yards there for Alan Williams. Puts him over the century mark in rushing tonight. Sam Beck on the stop for Graves County. Bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Marshals as that moves it out to the Marshall County 40-yard line. 27-22, Marshals with the lead. Non-district action next week for the Marshals, playing at Callaway County. Bargy setting the shotgun. Setbacks to each side. Bargy fakes to Williams, instead throws it out on the right side to Austin York. York was hit right as the ball got there. It falls incomplete. The Graves County coaches wanted a fumble. They're calling an incomplete pass, and 3rd down and 6 coming up here for Marshall County.
Their fans are not happy across the way. You know, it looked like they were going to have a sparse crowd when the game first started, but I guess it was a late arriving crowd because their bleachers pretty well filled across the way.
8:06, and the clock arrested after that incomplete pass. 27-22, Marshall County with the lead, looking at 3rd down and 6 from their own 40-yard line here. Bargy set the shotgun. Walker to his left. Williams comes in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Bargy sets back deep. Pressure coming. Bargy rolling to the left. Bargy's going to tuck it. Bargy's going to throw now, and the pass is complete. The pass is complete down into Graves County territory at the 43-yard line. And a flag coming in against Graves County's coaches, who were arguing vehemently. Logan Holland made that catch along the sideline. Graves County was arguing that he was juggling the ball. We could not see from here. It's on the far side of the field. Looked like he made the catch. It was out of bounds. The CFSB first down in Graves County territory, and they're going to add 15 yards to the end of this on the unsportsmanlike conduct against the Eagles coaching staff.
Now the officials are huddling right in front of the Graves County coaching staff, and there were two coaches who came in from each direction, right in the direction of the officials, both arguing the same thing, that Holland was juggling the ball as he went out of bounds.
Flag came in. The catch, or rather Holland went out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Are they going to wave off that flag? It's a sideline warning against Graves County. Well, the flag came in, and it looked like they were going to tag them for unsportsmanlike conduct. And now they take it back and say a sideline warning against Graves County. So the Marshals will have the CFSB first down to the Graves County 42. Now the play is stopped before it even starts, as the side judge comes in to confer with the referee. .7:53 left in the game. Marshals lead at 27-22 over Graves and have the football at the Graves County 42-yard line, 1st and 10. They threw the flag, looked like on Graves County's coaches for unsportsmanlike conduct, and then they took it back, waved it off.
I think that's what it was. I think Scott Shelton was asking for an explanation, was the reason they blew this play dead, and he went out and got the explanation and came back and gave it to Scott.
Largy set in the shotgun. Williams to his left, Walker to his right. Handoff to Allen Williams. Williams trying to get behind right tackle, and Allen will take it inside the 40 down to the 39, maybe the 38. Pick up a 3 or 4. Cassidy McAlpin on the stop for Graves County.
It hasn't been easy for Allen tonight, has it?
No, it's been he's gone over 100 yards rushing, but it has, as you say, Sam, it's not been an easy 100 yards tonight.
Puts him over 500 yards for the season already.
2nd down and 7 for the Marshals. Inside the Graves County 40. Marshals lead at 27-22. Graves County showing pressure off the corners. Bargy fakes it to Walker. Throws it right side, complete to Holland. Holland clutching the ball inside the Graves County 30 down to the 28. And a CFSB first down where he's taken down at the 28 by Tyler DiBernardi, but another first down for the Marshals.
Great job by Holland in protecting that football. He knew that the Graves County players would be trying to reach in and rip it out of his hands, and he was really covering it up and tucking it into his belly.
Matt Perry checks in at one of the wideout positions here for Marshall County. 2 receivers right. Perry's in the slot on that side. Setbacks to each side of Bargy and a single receiver to the left side. Here comes the blitz from Graves County up the middle. Handoff to Williams. Started up the middle. Now runs right. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe picked up a yard. Devin Troll on the stop for Graves County. Slow in getting up for the Marshals was Kyle Faulkner. Looks like he's going to be able to stay in there. A pickup of a yard for Allen Williams. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Marshals lead at 27-22. 6:35 to play in the game. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Setbacks to each side of Bargy in the shotgun. Graves County perhaps showing pressure off the corners again. Here they come. Hand off to Williams on the counter. Williams breaks to the right side. Inside the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Allen Williams.
Big score. Marshals needed that one.
27-yard touchdown run for Allen Williams. His 4th touchdown of the day.
That gives him 8 touchdowns on the season already.
6:17 left in the game. Marshals lead at 33-22. Bradley will come on to attempt the extra point. Graves County blocked the last try for the Marshals, and this one is good. I don't know if somebody got a piece of that one or if it was just a line drive kick, but it barely snuck over the crossbar on a line drive. The Marshals do add 7 here. They lead it by 12, 34-22. 6:17 left in the game. Back after this on WCBL Sports. To kick this one away, the Marshals lead at 34-22. 6:17 left in the game. Alan Williams, 4 touchdowns tonight, 3 rushing, 1 on a kickoff return. Just another day at the office for one of the top players in Kentucky. A.M. Bradley with another short kick that will be taken by one of the Graves County upbacks, Pirtle, who had his feet come out from under him at the 23-yard line, so no chance for a return. Feet came out from under him on this wet track here as we go down to Jeremy Rose.
Still dealing with a whole lot of the cramps here at this point. Brandon Walker is, every time he can come out, he's getting Gatorade in, and he's going over here actually to the stands here behind us on the brick wall and trying to put his foot up against there and try to get this out as best he can, but he's still cramped very, very badly. Injury report brought to you by Biokinetics.
Line of scrimmage will be the 24-yard line of Graves County. That's where the Eagles will start inside their own territory. Marshals lead at 34-22, 6:15 to play in the game. Graves going with a shotgun here. Big rush coming for the Marshals. Collins rolling right, drop. Back inside the 15-yard line. Clint Fox makes the sack.
And once again, they forced him out of the pocket. He dropped back. The Marshall pressure was there, so he had to roll out slightly to his right. The Marshals were able to dump him right there.
Big sack by Clint Fox. Marshals lead at 34-22. Clock moving inside of 6 minutes to play in the game. Put the ball down at the Graves County 15-yard line. The Eagles backed up deep inside their own territory and trailing by 2 scores here. See if they stay with the shotgun. They will. Graves County trying to get everybody lined up. West will set up as a tight end on the right side. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Another pressure or another blitz coming from Marshall County. Pass over the middle intended for Williams is incomplete. And Graves County looking at 3rd and long here. 3rd and 19 coming up for the Eagles.
Well, Graves County in these obvious passing situations, the Marshall County is able just to, lower their heads and get a full head of steam up and get the full-fledged pass rush on the quarterback, Collins. And they've done a great job the last couple of possessions and forcing him out of the pocket, and that time making him throw the pass before he really wanted to.
3rd and 19 for Graves County from their own 15-yard line. Marshall County leading 34-22 inside of 6 minutes to play in the game. Look for pressure again for the Marshals. Collins taking it from up under center here. Towery's going to come in motion. Collins takes a straight drop, throwing it up. It's kind of a wounded duck along the left sideline. Williams makes the catch out at the 30-yard line and out of bounds right there. Austin York came over to push him out of bounds. And short of the first down, brings up 4th down and about 4, maybe 5 yards here for Graves County. They need the 34. They're going to put it down just inside the 31, so almost 4 yards on 4th down. Graves County going to go for it here. The Eagles come up to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers each way. Single setback of McManus lined up straight behind Collins, who will take it from up under center. 4-man rush from the Marshals. Now the late blitz. Throwing it to the right side. The pass is complete to Williams. He's dropped right there by Alan Williams. And this will be close, Sam.
Depending on where they mark his forward progress. And it looks like where they're putting the ball down, it's going to be just enough.
First down for Graves County keeps their drive alive. The Eagles still getting into the huddle. You would think at this point they might try to get up to the line of scrimmage a little bit quicker than what they are. Ball at the 35-yard, just inside the 35-yard line of the Eagles is where they'll snap it. Marshall's wearing the home orange, Graves County in white. Graves County offense lines up at the line of scrimmage. Marshall County lines up 4 defensive linemen. Here comes a late blitz up the middle from Knight. Pass is complete. On the right side, it is complete to Tyler DiBernardi, and DiBernardi takes it out across the 40 to about the 45-yard line. Derek Fire on the stop for Marshall County. Close to another Graves County first down, and it probably is a first down. It is. Graves County has their full complement of timeouts. 34-22, Marshall County with the lead. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the game. Collins goes up under center. Twins each way. The open side is Graves County's left. 4 down linemen for the Marshals. Late blitz coming again. Collins throwing left. Pass almost picked off by Brandon Walker. Walker almost was able to come up and make that interception. Williams was the intended receiver for Graves County, falls incomplete, and it'll bring up second down and 10 for Graves.
Looked like Brandon Walker actually had the good angle on that one. I think Williams actually had to turn pass defender for Graves County and kind of strip the ball away from Walker.
Graves County from their own 45-yard line looking at second and 10. Clock stopped after that incomplete pass. 4:50 to play in the game. Marshals lead at 34-22. Collins will take it from up under center. They'll send trips to the right side and bunch them over there along the hash. That's the open side. Single receiver to the right. Collins throwing down the left sideline and overthrows everybody. He's trying to get Williams on a fly pattern down the sideline and overthrew him by about 10 yards. Bring up third down and 10 for the Eagles from their own 45-yard line. We've been tied once. That was at 7. Graves County has never led in this game. Marshals lead 34-22. Graves County breaks the huddle. Come up to the line of scrimmage. DeBernardi stays in at a wideout to the right side. They send 3 receivers to the left side. Collins goes up under center. Marshall showing pressure again. Here they come. Handoff up the middle to McManus. McManus has some running room into Marshall County territory. Trying to get to the sideline. He does. He will be pushed out of bounds inside the 30 down at the 27-yard line. Brandon Walker chases him down and pushes him out of bounds. And Graves County with a first down. They get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, that's the thing. Marshall was laying back in the pass prevent defense that time, and Graves County saw it, and they just ran the ball right up the middle, and then it got to the outside and got the great yardage for Graves County.
4:37 left in the game. Marshall's lead at 34-22. Graves has it. First and 10 at the Marshall County 27-yard line. Graves County breaks the huddle. They'll be in a shotgun set here. Collins, quarterback, will have McManus lined to his right. Twin receivers each way. Marshall's with 4 down linemen. Pressure coming off the corner from the Marshalls. Knight with a late blitz. Pass over the middle, complete to Williams. Not much there, though, as Williams will be dropped at the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 2 yards, perhaps, on the pass play. Derek Byer on the stop for the Marshalls. Back down to the Marshall County sideline we go. Here's another report from Jeremy Rhodes.
Marshall's hoping for a big stop right here and maybe take the momentum a little bit out of this drive away from Graves County. Also an injury update for you. Kyle Faulkner, who you talked about a little bit earlier, having a little bit of trouble getting up and getting down. He has not complained one bit, but we have noticed that there's something a little bit awry with his leg there, guys.
Handoff up the middle to McManus again. McManus able to stay on his feet down to the 21-yard line. Josh Knight finally able to pull him down there. Center McManus lined up straight behind him. 3 receivers to the left side and 1 to the right. Marshall show 4 down linemen. Collins looking to throw. The pass is deflected. It was deflected by one of the defensive linemen. May have been Fox who got a hand on it.
And Collins was knocked to the turf just as he let that one go. And he's a little slow getting up. He's been hit quite a few times on this drive.
Me too. Will Graves County keep their drive alive? Marshall County comes across the line. Flag comes in, and it looks like it'll be offsides against the Marshalls. And that'll give Graves County a first down. After a penalty-marred first half, that is the only one I have so far here in the second half.
So, yeah, I think that first half was really just emotions. There's so much emotions coming in this game, and I think things just kind of got out of hand a few times down the field. And, that's understandable when you have your big rivalry game this early in the season.
Ball is at the 15, almost the 15-yard line, just inside the 16. That's where Graves County will snap it inside the Marshall County 20. First and 10. Marshall's lead at 34-22. Collins with a handoff up the middle to McManus. Not much there. Yard, maybe 2, as we send it back down to Jeremy Rhodes.
Sam, I think that what you said is right. I think we had a couple plays earlier in the game where you looked at that, it probably is a play that a kid probably wouldn't make in 100 years, just kind of the physical after the contact kind of play. But that's the way it goes when you get in a rivalry game. Also, injury update for you. Zach Meyer over here on the Marshall County sideline. Preliminary, it's a knee injury of some sort. They're checking it out. I'll try to have more for you before this one's over, guys.
Second down and 9 here for Graves County inside the Marshall County 15-yard line. Collins fakes, rolls right, throwing to the corner of the end zone, and the pass is complete. Touchdown, Graves County. Didn't see who made the catch. It was Devin Troll who makes the catch for Graves County, and the Eagles are still alive. They have 3 timeouts left. There's still 3:14 to play in this game. That covers 15 yards. Is that correct, Chris? 15-yard touchdown pass from Collins to Devin Troll. And Tyler Willett will come on to attempt the extra point here for Graves County. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good. Graves County draws to within 5 rather, 34-29. Still 3:14 to play in this game. Back after this on WCBL Sports. Graves County hoping that they'll get the ball back. Bargy has setbacks to each side. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Marshall County may have come early across the line. They did. Looks like Stephen may have been trying to draw Graves County off. Marshall County went too early. And that'll back the Marshalls up 5 yards. Back down to Jeremy we go.
Can give you one more update now on Zach Meyer. It looks like it's his MCL, just as what Micah had. That's so bizarre. 2 plays in a row, 2 guys went down and exactly the same injury. It is on his right leg, though, however, from Micah's left leg, but they're still trying to work him out and see exactly how much damage is done here. Maybe a little bit of an ACL, but mainly it's an MCL, so that's good news there. Guys.
2:02 to play in the game. Marshalls lead at 34-29. 5 yards marked off against the Marshalls makes it 3rd down and 16 from just inside their own 40-yard line. Now the Marshalls are going to take a timeout, so we'll take one with them. Marshalls looking at 3rd and long, leading 34-29, 2:02 left in the game when we come back on WCBL Sports. Well, let's set it for you. Marshall County looking at 3rd and 16 here from just inside their own 40-yard line, leading 34-29. 2:02 left in the game. Graves County hoping to stop and have one final chance. Bargy sets in the shotgun, setbacks each way. Hand off to Walker. Walker trying to run left, and Walker is dropped back at the 35-yard line. That'll be a loss of almost 5 yards. It'll bring up 4th down for the Marshalls, and a punting situation, obviously. Out on their feet. Walker gets a good snap. Here's the kick. Pretty good kick. It will be taken by Towery at the 35. Towery will be wrapped up at the 38, and they give him the 39. Brett Smothers looked like he was on the stop there for the Marshalls.
So basically, they're going to have 62 yards or so to work to get down and get a touchdown.
Graves will have 1 timeout left. And will start from their own 38-yard line. Marshalls lead at 34-29. Minute 48 to play in this ball game. Graves County has really not gone without the huddle so far. You have to assume that they do have a 2-minute offense.
I'm somewhat surprised he's not in shotgun.
Collins will take it from up under center. Towery, the wingback, comes in motion. He rolls out right. Collins on the run, being pursued along the line of scrimmage, throws it away. Had to throw it out of bounds.
Another cramp for Graves County this time, I think.
Flare down for Graves County. Minute 41 to play in the game. For the Marshalls, along with Brandon Walker, Josh Manning, Austin York. Twins each way for Graves County. Collins will take it from up under center. Marshalls with a heavy rush. Pass is complete out on the right side to Williams. Dropped at the 45-yard line. They give him to just outside the 45. Alan Williams on the stop for the Marshalls. It'll bring up 3rd down for Graves County. That was a pickup of about 7. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles as they quickly get back up to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to move. Collins with a quick snap count. Takes a straight drop. Marshall County with a delayed rush. Here's the pass. It is deflected and incomplete. Walker came up with a good hit on D. Bernardi, the intended receiver. Pass falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down here for Graves County. 4th and 3 for the Eagles. Minute 11 to play in this ball game. Clock is stopped after that incompletion. Marshall show a four-man rush. Graves has twin receivers each way. It's a handoff to Kroll. Kroll lowers his head and I think has the first down out to midfield. Stop made by Josh Knight, but it is a first down for Graves County. Kroll came in motion out of the slot, took the handoff. They'll get the stick set, wind the clock, and Collins is just going to slam it into the ground to stop the clock. Graves County will have it 2nd and 10 from midfield. 1 minute exactly to play in this game. Marshals lead at 34-29. Next up for the Marshals, a non-district game over at Callaway County next week. Collins stopping the clock with that intentional spike. Graves County at midfield, 2nd and 10. Marshals lead at 34-29. Twins each way. Single setback. Collins takes it from up under center. Four-man rush coming for the Marshals. Collins throwing down the left side. The pass is batted away by Brandon Walker. Brandon Walker bats it away. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Graves County. 54.4 seconds to play in this one.
I think Jesse Parker was back there on the man, and Brandon was just kind of playing center field, just going for the ball that time, and was able to bat it away out of bounds.
Marshals have been rushing one of the linebackers in kind of a delayed blitz. We got the 4-down lineman. 3rd down and 10 here for Graves County. Ball at midfield. Marshals lead at 34-29. 5 men across the defensive front for the Marshals. Towery comes in motion. Collins takes a straight drop. Throwing to the right side. The pass is caught by Graves County inside the 25-yard line, out of bounds right there. Making the catch was Williams. First down for Graves County. They'll put it down just inside the 25-yard line. He did get out of bounds, so that stops the clock. 46.5 seconds to play in the game. Marshals lead at 34-29. Wing backs each way for the Eagles. Split into the left side. Single setback. Collins on play action is hit right as he throws. Over the middle, the pass is incomplete. In the end zone, the pass falls incomplete. Collins was really hit hard right as he let go of the football.
Yeah, he's taking a beating tonight. The Marshals had a pretty good rush on him several times and sacked him just as he let the pass go.
41.1 seconds to play in the game. Is there anybody sitting here outside of us? I think we're the only ones sitting left in the building. They're in the stadium. 41.1 seconds to play, each side on their feet. And Graves County looking at 2nd and 10 from inside the Marshall County 25-yard line. The Marshals lead at 34-29. Twins each way. Single setback. 4-man rush coming for the Marshals. Collins throws over the middle. Passes broken up by Josh Madding. Madding almost had the interception, broke up the pass. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Graves County.
Yeah, it was just a little bit behind Madding. He kind of had to reach back behind his side there and try to haul it in and just couldn't quite get it.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Eagles. Collins back over into the huddle from the Graves County sideline. Twin receivers each way. They've got Towery in the slot on the left side. Williams is the wide man that way. McManus the lone setback. Handoff up the middle to McManus. McManus will be dropped at about the 21. They may give him the 20-yard line. Graves County's meant to burn their final timeout. Brett Smothers with the Marshall County tackle. But Graves County will use their last timeout. 31 seconds to play in the game. Marshall's lead at 34-29. Graves County looking at 4th down at about 7 from the Marshall County 20 when we come back on WCBL Sports.
An Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry member dentist for your smile makeover consultation today.
Call AACD member Dr. Hay at 554-0121 or visit smilesbyhay.com.
Smiles by Dr. Hay, gonna make you smile.
4th and 7 for Graves County. Collins hit as he throws. The pass is complete. Towery inside the 10. Towery rolling down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Graves County. Brandon Walker makes the stop. Graves County keeps the drive alive. They'll stop the clock to get the sticks set. I would imagine Collins will spike it here. He does. Graves County has it 1st and goal inside the 10.
This has been some ball games. We were just talking during the timeout. Marshall County scored on the very first play of the game on the kickoff return by Alan Williams for a touchdown, and it looks like it's going to go down to the very last play of this game.
Ball is on the 8-yard line of Marshall County. 1st and goal, or rather 2nd and goal for Graves County after the spike. Eagles come up to the line of scrimmage. Marshalls have gotten oh so close to bringing Collins down on this drive. Collins from up under center. Heavy pressure coming. Collins throws to the end zone. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Graves County. Graves County takes a 35-34 lead with that touchdown. Didn't see who made the catch. Was it Towery? Towery makes the catch and kind of redeems himself for the one he dropped back in the first half. The Graves County takes a 35-34 lead with 14.9 seconds to play in the game. Pass covers 8 yards. Here's the extra point try, and it's good. Graves County, their first lead of the night, comes with 14.9 seconds to play in the ball game. 36-34. Back with a timeout back with a kickoff after this timeout on WCBL Sports. Well, you would have to think that the Marshalls will get at least a couple of snaps. Marshalls do have 2 timeouts left. It will be Sims to kick it away. I guarantee you they won't come anywhere near Alan Williams on this kick if they can help it. Sims ready to kick it away. Williams is deep for the Marshalls. York and Walker are the upbacks. Squib kick through the middle of the field. And it will go out of bounds. And so Graves will have to kick it again. So you look at it here and 2 snaps depending on how long the return is, Sam? Is that a reasonable estimate?
I would think so, and I would think the Marshalls will try their very best to get the ball in Allen's hands somehow on a little short flare pass or something.
Well, they don't need a touchdown.
No.
And I think Ian Bradley probably has range out to about 40 yards. So you're looking at needing to get down somewhere just inside the 30-yard line or just inside the 25-yard line. Marshalls were up by 12. In actual game time, has not been that long ago. And in real time, it seems like it's been 2 hours ago. Graves County has to back up 5 yards. They'll kick it from the 35 here.
Game's right at the 3-hour mark now.
Thirty-six, 34, Graves County. So a field goal would win it if the Marshalls, by some chance, could get into field goal range here. Graves County backing up. Sims ready to kick it away.
We saw the Marshalls earlier attempt a lateral back to Allens on a kickoff. I wonder if they'll try that again this time.
Squib kick again. It will be fielded by Brandon Walker at the 30-yard line. Walker heads to the right side. Walker breaks a tackle at the 40, across the 45, across midfield, and out of bounds at the 42-yard line with 8.4 seconds to play in the game. On the stop for Graves, Jordan McManus. So you're looking at needing roughly 20 yards, or they're going to put it down at the 40. So Need about 15 to 17 yards to give yourself a decent chance at about a 40-yard field goal, Sam.
Yep, that's what they need. And again, I look for the Marshals to try to get the ball in the hands of Alan Williams somehow, a little short pass, and let him try to do some running or something of that nature.
Marshals do have 2 timeouts left. Williams will be set up in the slot to the left side. Marshall County will run 5 wide. Now the Marshals will use one of those timeouts. 8.4 seconds left. Marshals trail 36-34. Back after this on WCBL Sports. Hopefully 15 to 20 yards to put themselves within field goal range. Ian Bradley, a strong leg. You would suspect he has range out to about at least 40 yards. The Marshals will snap it at the Graves County 40. 8.4 seconds left. The Marshals, according to what we have 1 timeout left, so you might look at a pass perhaps over the middle, Sam, a quick timeout, and then bring the kicking team out.
Yeah, the kind of runner that Alan Williams is. I mean, I just can't see them not trying to get the ball into his hands, or maybe Brandon Walker be the secondary receiver, but I'm not sure Brandon's out there right now. So we'll see how the Marshals attack it.
Walker will be set to Bargie's right in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Now Williams, said Walker Williams comes out and will line up in the slot on the left side. Bargie looking over the middle. Bargie flushed out of the pocket. Bargie still looking. Bargie throws. The pass is complete. Austin York down at the 26-yard line. The Marshals trying to get a timeout. The catch was made. It's a first down. The clock should have stopped. 0.1 second left down at the 26-yard line. The Marshals are going to burn their final timeout. The clock should have stopped anyway with the CFSB first down. 27-yard line is the line of scrimmage.
You're going to be looking at about a 44-yard field goal with him.
Let's send it down to Jeremy Rose. Jeremy?
Well, this is an exciting time. There's no doubt about it down here. And, you know, Ian is up for this if anybody's up for it. This kid has worked tirelessly at getting himself in this position for something like this to happen. And all the soccer goals that he's made over the years, he's come up with some big plays over the years. We need a big one right here as we send it back upstairs to you guys.
43-yard attempt off the left hash to win the ball game. Austin York will be the holder. Bradley is ready. The snapper, Taylor Sanders. Graves County going to try to put pressure, obviously. Snap it a little high. Here's the kick from Bradley, and I don't think it has the distance. It falls short. Graves County wins it 36-34. Heck of a good kick. It was a good job by York to get it down. It was a heck of a try by Ian Bradley, but it falls just a few yards short, and Graves County pulls this one out 36-34. We will come back and start to put the wraps on it in just a moment here on WCBL Sports.